Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
How's it going? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. This is episode number 440. Number 440 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread it around. As you can see, my voice is still screwed up, folks. I don't know what's going on. Spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, and we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, and it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow. Now, we got a lot of things to talk about here today, folks. I'm going to be honest with you. I almost took the day off one mo again because this voice thing, but I just can't stop. I cannot take another day off. There's just too many things happening here, and we've got to continue to disseminate the proper information. So as a result, that's why I'm here today, even though I sound like I'm not really under the weather, folks. I'm not sick or anything. I think that, I'm doing a freaking 3-hour-a-day, 5 times a week broadcast on top of all the other business that I'm conducting in my personal life. So I'm talking a lot. I'm doing a lot of talking. I'm talking. So as a result, folks, I think that's why the old vocal cords is saying, hey, calm your ass down, but I just can't do it at this point in time. We got too many things going on here, and we're going to go ahead and talk about them right now. First and foremost, I want to talk about the markets, and I want to get done with the markets as quick as possible because we've got so much news as far as Trump news. Talking about there's just so much to talk about. Let's just get to it. All right, folks, let's get right to it here. Stock market flat generally today, folks. Generally flat. Now, for you folks that were out here waiting for a stock to watch from yours truly, I did announce one earlier today, and the stock in question was a Avenger Inc., and it was up 30% in the pre-market, folks. Now, the reason I said this one was a decent one to watch because of a variety of different factors, and I want to try to talk about these so that people ask themselves, how did Ghost exactly pick that one? How does he do it? Because most people have alluded to the fact that pattern or day trading is that of like, a casino or, it's a lottery system. That is not the case. That is absolutely not the case, folks, okay? Now, let me explain what's going on here. Now, first and foremost, when I saw that this was up 30% in the pre-market, it had already been traded, I think, over 600 or 700,000 shares in the pre-market. And at the time, it was up 30%. Now, you take a look at that particular price. It was about, I think it was about $290. I think it made about $280 something in the pre-market. You take a look at the 52-week low, okay? 52-week low on the day was $2, all right? 52-week high on this stock, $17.89. And for you folks that want to know what the symbol is, it's AVGR. AVGR. Now, when I take a look at the 52-week low, it's obvious that we're coming off those 52-week lows, so that's a decent sign. You know, even if you are at the tail end of a bad run of the stock, if you're coming off the 52-week lows, that's not too bad. I mean, I wouldn't go just on that factor, but that's a factor to consider. Then you take a look at how many shares had been traded in the pre-market. As I stated, there was about 700,000 shares traded in the pre-market of this stock. You take a look at the average volume of this stock, the average daily volume, which is the average shares traded per day of this stock, is 299,369 shares a day. Now, folks, for you folks that are unaware, I had been talking about that's the way you gauge whether or not you're going to make a play on a pattern or day trading position on a given stock by taking a look at the pre-market, taking a look at these big percentage jumps, comparing what and how much shares are being traded in the pre-market, compare it to the daily volume average, and at the time, the volume in the pre-market was like 700,000, and the average volume is 299,000, so that tells me a lot. It tells me that all of a sudden we got a lot of people beyond the average daily volume holding the bag beyond the 52-week lows that we're coming off of. Like I said, we just talked about the 52-week low on this stock being $2. So that's a good sign. Secondly, you take a look at the 52-week low and the 52-week high, that's a big range there. 52-week low on AVGR was $2. 52-week high was $17.89. That's a big gap. Now, what we're seeing here is we're seeing that there's people holding the bag at this gap. There's a lot of people holding the bag, so some of them are going to want to jump ship. Most of them don't. Most of them, I mean, just imagine the schmucks that are holding the bag at $17.89. There's a lot of people holding the bag at those prices. So you combine that with the price in the pre-market, with the volume in the pre-market, combined with the daily average volume of that stock. These are factors that are going to give you a gauge on whether or not to invest in this stock in a day trading, pattern trading position. Now, last but not least is the news. The news is really going to gauge whether or not the stock in question is really going to get a lot of hype. And the news on this particular stock was Avenger announces 24-month outcomes from a pivotal vision study of luminascular technology for peripheral artery disease. Basically, it was a nice, positive study, and that's what really fuels the market in these pharma stocks, biotech stocks, that sort of thing. Now, if you take a look at the chart on AVGR today, you get to see the volatility in the beginning of the first hour, maybe the first hour and a half of the market. You take a look at those big peaks, those big waves, those big dips, and then right around 11 a.m., you started seeing these really choppy waves. You see these little choppy-ass waves, real short, real choppy, even though you did see a peak here at around a little after lunchtime, maybe about 12:30, but there were a lot of little choppy waves. This choppiness signifies that the day traders, the Wall Street guys, the mutual fund managers, the machines, all found this stock, and they're all trading it. As a matter of fact, I stopped trading this stock at around 11, and right when I started seeing the choppy waves, and at that point, it had already been traded 5 million shares, okay? 5 million shares. So that should tell you that it's gone beyond the average volume, and it's gone into the realm of the volume potentially being a detriment to the stock, because you can actually have too much volume in a stock. When you start seeing 5 million plus shares traded within the first several hours of trading a given stock, no matter what stock it is, even if the stock is used to that type of volume, all you're going to see is choppy waves like that. Right after you see what I'm saying? Look, check out the day's chart on AVGR, and after about 11 o'clock, all you see is these real short, choppy-ass waves. And, as a day trader, as a pattern trader, you get a little antsy, and you don't get patience in the game of day trading. So what happens is if you're holding at one of these positions in these short, choppy waves, you're going to see the goddamn price go up and down. You're going to get antsy. You're not going to be or have the patience to wait until 12:30, 1 o'clock p.m. when we started seeing the peaks in this on this particular stock. And the only reason it went up is because a lot of those day traders and a lot of the fund managers and the machines started abandoning ship of this particular stock because, at some point, it's just too choppy. It's like, okay, great, maybe I'll make a penny, maybe I'll make 2 pennies. It doesn't even compute. But either way, folks, this was a decent play to make in a variety of different ways. You could technically have waited for the first dip in the morning, which would have been at around 10:30 p.m. As you can see, that's the low point. I think it went down as low as about, what was it, 290? 290. You could have purchased it at 290, 295 and held it today and cashed out at today's close at 310. And to be completely honest with you, you could have made a 1 day's play just on holding it. Because I know there's a lot of folks out there that just don't have the time to day trade. They've got daytime jobs. They've got things to do. So as a result, what we're seeing here is we're seeing potentials for plays for those types of people. That's what I'm trying to get people to gauge. Another strategy is if you have a broker who actually trades in the pre-market, that's why people buy in the pre-market. People buy in the pre-market anticipating these types of big peaks. And, it's hit or miss buying in the pre-market. You could buy yourself 100, 200 shares, go to work, and at the end of the day, you could watch your damn money double, maybe triple, or you could see a loss. It all depends. So, these are strategies. Another strategy is looking into the schedules of earnings, of when certain companies are going to announce their earnings. And if you base a pretty good judgment call on the corporations that you research in these earnings calls, and you speculate based on research, and there's you got the internet at your fingertips. You should be able to research anything about any company, all right? As a matter of fact, you could also call investor relations in a lot of these companies and ask them questions. And if you think that they are going to release a positive, or if you could speculate they're going to release a positive earnings report, you can make a play a week or several days before, hold until the earnings, and when they release a positive earnings, you're making big-time capital. And listen, this can also go behind the whole day trader $25,000 rule. Now, I have been forwarded a certain other brokerage account for you folks that don't have $25,000 to put legally, thanks to Mr. Yes We Can, that's the new legal limit to day trade. I found a offshore trader brokerage house that I'm still doing a little bit of research on that's out of the Bahamas that basically bypasses the whole rule of the $20,000 a day trade type of thing. They do make money on certain fees, certain margins. So I'm just going to do a little bit more research on this company before I actually suggest it, because the reason I'm going to suggest it is because I want regular, everyday people to day trade. I want individuals who have a day off to be able to, and look, the minimum to put in on this offshore account is $500. $500, and you can start day trading. I just want to make sure that the platform is okay, that there isn't any kind of discrepancies with depositing or getting funds, that sort of thing. But if this is legit, I would definitely like to encourage everybody that's listening to do this. Now, with that being said, that is the analysis of AVGR. That's why I thought this was a very good play today, and it was, as you can see, until maybe about after 11:30. But if you were patient enough and held on to it till about 12:30, 1 o'clock, you could have profited.
Calling the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA simply a compact SUV is like describing a cathedral as just 4 walls and a ceiling. The GLA is both a beautiful work of design and one of the most functional SUVs in its class, and it's available at an exceptional price. Why drive any compact SUV when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA? Visit MBUSA.com/GLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Anyway, nice stock. That's how I was able to choose it. That's the strategy that I use when gauging what I'm going to go into as it pertains to a play on a pattern or day trading position. And you can go in and out depending on these waves and dips. You could go in and out on these sons of bitches. That's what makes it so beautiful, man. I mean, liquidity everywhere. And when I don't suggest a stock, the reason I don't suggest one is because there is so much low volume in the market in general that the market lack of volume could potentially ruin a position that you could be holding on in a day trading or pattern trading position and literally cause a flash dip that you didn't anticipate because there's nobody buying in the market. It's not a buyer's market. And you want to day trade in a buyer's market. So whenever I don't suggest a stock, it's because the volume is a little bit too uncomfortable for me to partake in pattern or day trading, and it's better to keep your money than to try to force profit that isn't there. Anyway, let me go ahead and get to the stock market, folks, because once again, this is fool's gold here, and the reason I say it's fool's gold is because I alluded to this yesterday. This 20,000 Dow Jones Industrials, in my opinion, is a pump and dump by all the fund managers that are basically comprised of the majority of the investment community out here. It is a pump and dump. And people ask me, well, how do they do that? It's very easy to do if you are in the fund manager club, if you're a hedge fund manager, if you're a mutual fund manager, if you're a goddamn retirement fund manager. All you got to do is collude with a few guys, and you could literally raise the price of certain stocks in the Dow Jones Industrial, because as I stated, Dow Jones Industrial only comprises of 30-something companies. So as a result, folks, it's very easy for a group of guys that are fund managers taking other people's money, probably have hundreds of millions, if not billions of it, just to burn, all right, just to play around with in stocks. They probably all agreed that, look, we're going to go after these groups of Dow stocks, and we're going to buy at market value, and we're going to keep buying until we artificially create a closeness to the 20,000 point. And when the Dow starts, kind of flirting with the 20,000 point, what will happen is it'll lure other idiots that are in Wall Street and the other fund managers that are not in the loop on this particular collusion to jump in and basically inflate the goddamn Dow Jones Industrials to 20,000. Once it got to 20,000, well, that's when everybody went nuts. That's when it was all over TV. It's all over the media. People are like, oh, yeah, it's 20,000. It's so great. And people are buying in. They are luring you, folks. The Wall Street people, the fund managers, they are luring naive investors to buy at these rates. And these are all-time highs that are not justified, folks. Believe me, I am a fundamental investor. These are not justified all-time highs. And if these highs are not justified, they're going to come crashing down hard. So I tell people, please, I know it's great. It feels good. It's 20,000 Dow Jones Industrial. You think you're invincible. You think that it's a bull market. I mean, you got idiots talking 25,000 Dow Jones Industrial. You got to be joking. You got to be joking. So, in my personal opinion, I would be very hesitant to buy anything in this market. Now, for you folks that just don't have enough to even day trade or pattern trade, if you are a long-term investor, now, this is a long-term strategy that you can entertain if you want my personal opinion. Now, I know I'm going on and on about the stocks, but I want people to be prepared about the economic uncertainty and the strategies in which this administration is going to spend certain expenditures to potentially make some moves to put money in your pocket. Now, we do know, folks, that Donald Trump does want to make America great again. All right? I do know that he wants to put a $1 trillion spending bill for infrastructure improvements in the nation. Now, in my view, there's plays to be made on this particular play. They're going to need machines. They're going to need material. They're going to need, especially for the wall, since the wall is going to be developed here soon, they're going to need cement. You know, they're going to need these types of things, and these are plays that people could anticipate, research, and think about now and be able to invest in a kind of a long-term strategy, I would say 3 to 6 months, to be able to profit from this. Now, people will ask, what are you exactly talking about? What kind of plays are you talking about, Ghost? Well, I remember when Donald Trump during the campaign trail would talk about how the tractor business, the machines that are used for construction and rebuilding, I'm going to just throw this name out here, Caterpillar, because Donald Trump said the name many times, that they're being outbid and undersold, or excuse me, they're being undercut in the market by a Japanese company I forgot what the hell the name was, Manatsu or some kind of crap. The competitor to Caterpillar. Now, in my view, if and when these $1 trillion in infrastructure improvements are passed by the Congress and signed into law by the president, I have a very good certainty that Caterpillar is going to be the machine of choice of this administration. So I'm not saying I'm a buyer of Caterpillar, but that's a strategy one can look at this point in time if you want to go in for a long-term investment. And when I mean long-term, I'm thinking maybe 3 to 6 months, a year, 2 years. I mean, and the only reason I'm saying this is because Trump said this during his campaign trail speeches. I mean, he was furious that people that he knew within his business circles were actually going and getting these industrial machines, these tractors, and these types of things from the Japanese companies. So that's a play. There's all kinds of plays to be made out here. I think steel is going to be a big play. American steel companies, if you can find them, or a steel play that you can make through an ETF, ETN, aside from actually wanting American steel for the $1 trillion infrastructure package, let's talk about this pipeline. This pipeline that Trump is signing in and is going to build, it's going to require a lot of American steel. So once again, these are the kinds of plays that you got to think about as a capitalist. Not just in the day trading end, but in the long-term end, mid-range end. You always got to think about money. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, listen to that. I just told you strategies that I'm always thinking. I'm always thinking out here. So there are strategies to be made out here. It's up to you whether or not you got to pick and move your spots. I mean, there's always going to be opportunities for capitalists. It's up to you what you're gonna make your play on. What you're going to make your play on. Anyway, let's continue going here, folks. Let's go ahead and go right to the nitty-gritty. Dow Jones Industrials is up today in this fool's gold market, 32.40 points, a percentage increase of 0.16%, closing out the Dow Jones Industrial at 20,100.91 points. Unbelievable how they have goofed people into this market. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So give me a damn break. It makes me sick that these fund managers are goofing everybody into buying in this market when there's no profits justifying this. There's no forecasted growth justifying this whatsoever. And listen, even if Caterpillar grows up the roof because of the infrastructure plan and they get the contracts for their machines and that sort of thing, it still means that there's going to be a correction in the market. I mean, remember, the market is cumulative. All right, yeah, there'll be individual stocks that are going to go up even during a down market. But, I mean, it's got to contract. This is ridiculous. I'm telling you, I hate to sound like this. You know, I sound like a bear investor, and I hate bear investors. But I have to agree with the bears on this one, man. I am not touching this stupid market with a 10-foot pole as far as long-term is concerned. And if I am, I'm just going to entertain maybe a couple of companies, and that's about it. And even then, I'm not even sure then. Anyway, we've got the S&P 500 down today, flat market. As I said, folks, 1.69%, or excuse me, 1.69 points down, 1.69 points down, a percentage decrease of 0.07%, closing out the S&P at 2,296.68 points for the S&P 500. We got the NASDAQ. It's also down 1.16 points, a percentage decrease of 0.02%, closing out the NASDAQ at 5,655.18 points for the NASDAQ composite. I mean, look, you're seeing modest negativity in the indexes of the S&P and NASDAQ. And truth be told, that's what should be reflected in the Dow Jones Industrial. But the only reason you don't see it is because everybody's pumping and dumping the Dow. The Dow at this point is the only thing keeping this market afloat. Because as you can see in the S&P and the NASDAQ, it was flat as hell. And when you see the gauge of the market indexes like the S&P and the NASDAQ going up or down 2 or 3 points, down 2 or 3 points, like if it's in the negative 3 or 4 points, the positive 5 or 6 points, and you see that fluctuation throughout the day, that's a flat market, folks. That means that there's nobody buying. There's nobody buying in this market. Luckily, nobody's selling, because if people were selling, we would see that decrease dramatically. But when it's a flat market, when it's not just going up or down, it's not going too far away from zero either point and any fluctuation throughout a day's session. I mean, it's a flat market, man. It's flat. And the only thing keeping it afloat, in my opinion, is the Dow Jones pump and dump. I'm telling you, I don't like this one bit. But, hey, you guys want to keep pretending that this is a great market, 25,000 Dow Jones Industrial. Okay, keep thinking that and see what happens, all right? Don't blame me when you're about to throw yourself out a window and you got to do margin call on debt that you ain't got, all right? Anyway, let's get to the commodities. Now, ironically, energy went up today because according to reports, and I don't even believe these reports anymore. But according to reports, these production cuts are finally starting to be fulfilled. Oh, yeah, really? I just read last week that Saudi Arabia is overproducing, for Christ's sake. What report is this? I'm telling you, OPEC has lost all credibility. But, hey, if the oil is going to go up, that's actually good for the American dollar because, as I stated, folks, the American dollar is tied to oil. We are a fiat currency. I mean, there is nothing backing up the dollar. It's paper. The only thing that makes the dollar worthwhile is the agreement with the oil producers of the world that they will exclusively trade their oil in American dollars. And that's what makes, that's what makes the monetary system. That's what makes our dollar worth anything. So it's good to see at least there's some increase in oil, and it's keeping this market afloat. I'm telling you, once we start opening up our oil production in this country, that's going to be a completely different story. But anyway, according to reports, the OPEC production cuts are actually coming to fruition. I don't think so, but okay, we'll just take them for their word for it. At least the investors are. WTI is up today 96 cents. 96 cents, a percentage increase of 1.82%, closing out WTI sweet crude at $53.71 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. I'm telling you, these investors, you give them a little bit of good news, and that's all you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's all you're doing. Somebody's asking me here on Twitter, what are you doing with your current long-term investments? Anything that I have not owned for at least about, I was going to say 10 years. I'm going to say 8 years, because anything that you own before Obama and you held through, or you held on for a long period of time, 8 years plus, I would hold on to it. I'd hold on to any long-term investment 8 years plus. Anything thereafter, I would consider liquidating. And the reason I say that is because I don't feel that these things can go much higher. I just don't think that. I mean, how do we see a Dow Jones Industrial 20,000 points, and it's up 30 points today on the plus side? Meanwhile, NASDAQ and the S&P are flatter than hell. They're a flat board. That's because there's nobody buying. This is not a buyer's market, man. Good question, by the way. Anyway, let's continue going. Once again, $53.71 for WTI sweet crude per barrel. We've got Brent crude up today, $1.01, a percentage increase of 1.83% increase on the day for Brent crude, closing out Brent crude at $56.09 per barrel of Brent crude oil. We've got gasoline also up today, folks, 0.78% increase for gasoline. Natural gas is up modestly today, considering the helter-skelter, feast-or-famine tendency that this particular commodity has. It is up 0.54% increase on the day. Heating oil is up 1.89% increase on the day for heating oil. Now, let's get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! Now, the metals took a little bit of a hit today because, aside from the fact that the Dow has got everybody happy in the pants wanting to go buy equities, but we also have an increase in the dollar value. Now, once again, the reason the increase in the dollar value is happening is a lot of factors, all right? First and foremost, the situation in Europe as it pertains to Brexit. A lot of folks in Europe right now are cashing out their profits in American currency, which is causing a run on the dollar. Now, this thing with Mexico, which we're going to talk about here in a second, folks, this is causing a lot of folks in Mexico to not just cash out and take their profits in American dollars. I'm sure you got a lot of wealthy people in Mexico trying to convert many of their assets and Mexican currency assets into goddamn American dollars. I'm not even joking around. So this is why we're seeing an increase in the American dollar right now. Once again, cash, I said, is going to be king here for the next 2 to 3 quarters. I said it. And, with that being said, I want to sit on as much cash as I possibly can and then go in when the contraction happens, buy blue chips, buy dividend stocks. I mean, that's all there is to it, baby. Anyway, we saw a slide in gold today. It was down $9.70, a percentage decrease of 0.81%, closing out gold at $1,188.10 per troy ounce of gold. I mean, it's taking it on the teeth, but I like these. Hey, listen, I like cheap metals prices, especially with all this metal-backed currency talk in the air. I love it even more, all right? And now with 20,000 Dow Jones Industrial that is backed up by nothing, and at some point is going to come down to reality and crash. I like gold and silver even more because of that. So I'm bullish regardless of what these idiots on the market are saying right now. I'm reading the writing on the wall. These people don't want to read it. That's their effing problem, all right? Anyway, let's go to silver, shall we? Silver is down today 19 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.12%, closing out silver at $16.79 per troy ounce of silver. That's what I'm saying, folks. The increase in the dollar is really what's causing this decrease in metals, and that's really the fundamentals of finance. So that's why we're seeing this type of retraction in metals, but it's only temporary in my view. I think that once uncertainty hits in completely as it pertains to the restructuring of the global economic system, we're going to start seeing everybody go to gold and silver. And that's just my opinion. That's why even George Soros has doubled down into these particular commodities and gold stocks and silver mining stocks and physical gold and silver. And this man's not stupid. He may be an evil, disgusting, demonic-like moron, but he's not a moron in the sense of finance. As a matter of fact, central banks asked George Soros for his advice. So that should tell you something, okay? I'm not trying to put the man on a pedestal, but you may want to check out his moves as it pertains to his investment moves to maybe give you a gauge on what the hell's going on out here, right? Remember, that's the whole part of investing, taking all this data, taking all this information, and surmising a educated and a articulate speculative position. It's capitalism, baby. It's the way it is. Anyway, copper. Let's get to copper. Copper is down 1.77% decrease on the day. And we've got platinum unchanged today. Unchanged today for platinum. Now, let's get to grain, shall we? Now, we're going to start seeing some major decreases in some of these commodities, folks, because of these trade deals that are now being scrapped. Now, first off, the TPP just scrapping, that was one thing. Now we have this thing with Mexico, and we're going to talk about that here in a second. And that is also going to affect commodities because, as I stated, many of these commodities producers expect a lot of their yields to be sold on the international market. You know what I'm saying? And when these trade deals are no longer in existence, that kind of negates any kind of anticipated profits in selling these commodities in the international market. So as a result, we are seeing decreases in the commodity sector, major decreases. So let's go ahead and talk about those right now. Now, grains, corn is down today, 0.68% decrease on the day for corn. Wheat, the only green in grains today, it is up 0.59% increase on the day for for wheat. We've got oats down 1.83% decrease on the day for oats. Rough rice is down 0.91% decrease on the day for rough rice. Soybean is also down 0.54%. Soybean oil down 1.15%. Canola down 0.40%. Let's get to the soft, shall we? Cocoa is also down today, 2.74% decrease on the day. That's rather surprising since we're so close to Valentine's Day. We've got coffee also down today, 0.95%. Sugar, it is up today, 0.10%. Orange juice down 1.38%. Cotton is up 0.42%. Lumber is up 1%. Rubber, it's always up around these times of the holidays, isn't it, folks? Is it the prophylactics? Is it the prophylactics? Anyway, rubber is up 1.28% increase on the day for rubber. Let's get to ethanol, shall we? Ethanol is down, it's up. It's up 1.29% increase on the day for ethanol. Let's get to livestock. Now, it was bloody murder in the livestock sector, folks, and we're going to go ahead and talk about it. Live cattle, folks, is down 0.93%, which I don't mind because I want to see cheap steaks. Everybody loves cheap steaks. If you don't love cheap steaks, then you're a cheap skate, all right? Anyway, it is down 0.93%. We got cattle feeder. It is down today. Check this out. Because grains comprise a lot of the elements of cattle feeder, and they were down today, that should be reflected in the price of cattle feeder, and it is. Cattle feeder is down 2.12% decrease on the day. And good God, folks, did you see how far lean hogs went down today? Lean hog is down 4.17% decrease on the day. Good God. I mean, good God, man. I'm telling you this right now, and it has a lot to do with all these trade agreements that are now being scrapped and have to be gone back to the drawing board. And on that note, let's go ahead and take a look at what Bitcoin is doing, because it is the cryptocurrency alternative to a lot of currencies in the market. And right now, we are seeing a Bitcoin price of $916.05 per Bitcoin. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? Woo! Anyway, let me take a drink here. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about this Mexico situation, because this is literally late breaking. I talked about this yesterday, about how Nieto was threatening Trump that he's willing to walk away from NAFTA if he has to pay for the wall. And yesterday, what did I say? I told Trump just to walk away from these idiots. I said, screw Mexico. They need us more than we need them. And what I find rather fascinating is that President Nieto, all right, the Mexican president, this idiot is doing nothing more than playing the traditional Mexican machismo idiocy in full effect right here. Because he's actually doing major damage to his country by sitting here and trying to politically posture to, I guess, get himself votes in his Mexican home country. I have no idea. It makes no sense. Because let me tell you something. Nieto doesn't know what's about to hit him, all right? Now, first and foremost, because for whatever reason, Nieto doesn't want to pay for the wall, he decided that he's going to cancel. I mean, I thought Trump was going to cancel. No. Nieto cancels the meeting with Trump based on this whole wall nonsense. So what does Trump do? Trump feels insulted. He's like, you little burrito-eating bastard. You know what? That's it. 20% on anything that comes from your country. All right? Get out of here! Woo! 20% on anything that comes from the Mexican border. Now, I'm a little concerned about this, because this means I'm going to have to put a little bit more on my budget for some avocados, because I like me some guacamole. So, I mean, we're going to have to pay a little bit more for guacamole and tequila. But I'm willing to pay more for guacamole and tequila if it means that we're going to shove this stupid machismo attitude right up the ass of President Nieto. I'm all for it, all right? I'm even willing to say, goodbye, avocado. Goodbye, oh, avocado. Goodbye, avocado. I don't really give a crap, all right? I mean, really, what the hell does Mexico give us anyway? What do they give us besides avocado and tequila? I was trying to think of that today. What the hell do they give us? Besides cheap labor for the automobile industry and the air conditioning industry. What the hell are these people giving us? I'm trying to figure that out. And as a matter of fact, how come nobody is advising President Nieto about this? How come nobody's saying, Mr. President, I think the too much machismo. You're doing too much machismo. I'm serious. How come nobody is advising President Nieto that, hey, listen, this may not be the best idea to do, okay? Okay, maybe you don't want to pay for the wall. How about just not talk about it, you dumbass? How about just chew on a rubber tortilla about it and don't say anything and just do it right underneath your dumbass people's faces? It's not like your people are going to know anyway. I mean, come on. But no, President Nieto, this guy wants to political posture, cancel the damn meeting with Donald Trump, all right? Cancel the meeting with Donald Trump. Well, you know what? 20% of anything that comes through this border from that goddamn country is now taxed 20%, baby. And that's the way it should be. And let me tell you something, what he should do is we need to start making it as uncomfortable as possible for these illegal immigrants in this country. Because let me tell you something. What do you think Nieto is going to do when the estimated 11 million illegal immigrants that are living in this country, being employed illegally, making money illegally, are no longer able to work in this country and are no longer able to wire money out of this country? Because there has been talk, folks, that there may be an attempt to freeze wire transfers from America to Mexico temporarily in an attempt to get these people out of the country. If they have no means to work and they have no means to transfer their money, 11 million of the riffraff of Mexico, because let's be honest, folks, that's why Mexico dumped these people on us. They dumped these 11 million people on us because they can't feed them in their own country, because as I stated many times, in Mexico, you're either filthy rich or you're dirt poor. I mean, that is the two-tier system that they have in Mexico today. And I'd like to see Nieto's face when you have, I'm not joking around, when you have 11 million illegal immigrants, okay? All right? 11 million illegal immigrants coming back to a home country. And what is Nieto going to do with those folks? I mean, that's what I'd like to know. What are you going to do with those folks, Nieto? Have you thought about that, machismo asshole? Huh? Have you thought about that for a second there, President Nieto, you stupid moron? No. You see, that's a problem with some of these Mexicans. You know what I mean? They get that machismo going on in them, and it clouds their judgment. It clouds their thinking. Now, have you seen the peso, folks? The peso has gone down the tubes. I mean, literally, check out a chart of the peso right now. Everybody's abandoning ship. I'm telling you, Mexico has put themselves in a very screwed up situation, and I think Nieto, what he needs to do is he needs to eat some crow, come to America on his knees, and kiss the ring of Donald Trump for acting like a machismo Mexican burrito-eating idiot. All right? And that's all there is to it. I'm just saying, that's all there is to it. I mean, what are these people going to do? I mean, what was Nieto thinking? I don't get it. I'm trying to figure out the logic behind President Nieto trying to disrespect Donald Trump. I mean, we literally are funding your little pissing ground of a country. We're sending you $50 billion in trade. What else are you going to do? Once that trade goes away, let me tell you another thing that Nieto has to worry about. If they don't have a legitimate economy being built because of American foreign investment, and there's no jobs for these people, and then you got 11 million illegal immigrants that are living in America coming back to Mexico, what exactly are you going to do when you've got nothing in this country of yours to pay them, to offer them as jobs? You know who's going to take control there, Nieto? The drug lords. The drug lords, the drug cartels. I mean, hell, they're already half in charge as it is anyway. Have you heard, now that El Chapo is out, or now he's in U.S. custody, there's all kinds of bloodshed going on in these border towns. You got all kinds of nefarious murders going on, mayors of cities getting assassinated, all kinds of stuff. All right? So I think Mexico is doing a a real suicidal game as far as I'm concerned. I think you need to, somebody in Mexico needs to go tell Nieto, hey, calm your ass down. We ain't got crap. You understand that, Nieto? We ain't got crap if we ain't got the United States. But no, machismo. I'm telling you, that Mexican machismo, what a bunch of idiots. You know, it was Mexican machismo that killed one of the greatest Mexican revolutionaries that tried to liberate Mexico from itself, really. And that was, what the hell was his name? Zapata. Zapata actually attempted to try to liberate his people and his country from, all kinds of different variants of oppression, including his own country's, pompous-ass bureaucrats. And guess what? His own Mexicans sold him out, and they killed him because why? Machismo haterism. Oh, isn't that great? Isn't that great? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and not to mention, I don't mean to be making fun of the Mexican people here, but with all due respect, Mexico, 2 Independence Days, man, from the French and the Spaniards, 2 Independence Days. I'm just saying, I mean, there's a pattern here. That's all I'm saying, there's a pattern. I'm just saying there's a pattern. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs, for Christ's sake. I mean, Jesus Christ. Got President Nieto acting like some imbecilic freaking moron out here trying to flex nuts to Donald Trump. Well, he just got a rude awakening, I can tell you that right now. Anyway, for you folks that want a Twitter shout-out, all you've got to do is retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account. And, of course, the tweet to retweet is True Capitalist Radio Live. That's right, True Capitalist Radio Live. And when you retweet that tweet, I will give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here and now. Do we got any Twitter shout-outs there, engineer? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs right now. Oh, no, here we go with this crap. I knew this was going to happen. I knew. The ghost of Juggalo for life. Juggalos unite. I knew this was going to happen because of that fat bastard Violent J and that wannabe black idiot Shaggy Tudo out here. Have y'all heard about this? If y'all haven't heard, this depraved social movement of the bowels of white, fat, jelly-ass Trailer Park Society, the Juggalos, I guess they are going to converge on Washington for some kind of a march of some capacity. I have no idea why. I mean, somebody please explain to me what the hell's going on here. If you want my personal opinion, it's just these Violent J, and he's the fat bastard, Shaggy too. They're just trying to keep themselves relevant. They're stupid. They're ignorant. I can't believe that they're shameless. Let's put it that way. I mean, I would be ashamed. I'm going to be honest with you. If my fan base was their fan base, I wouldn't. I would be ashamed. But at the same time, Shaggy Tudo and Violent J, they're not the most attractive looking idiots either. That's why they got to put paint on their face. Anyway, listen, I don't mean to go off on a tirade about juggalos here, okay? But for you people that are unaware of the brand of human being that is a juggalo, let me go ahead and tweet something here. Let me go ahead and tweet what a juggalo is. Here's an interview with a juggalo here. Let me go ahead and do this. All right? Let me go ahead and type out, this is a juggalo, all right? You stupid, dumbass moron. The juggalos. This is a juggalo, folks. And I know people are like, wait a minute, why are you even, really? We're going here, Ghost? I mean, what? A juggalo? You're actually talking about the juggalos? Yes. All right? Yes, I am, because they're going to converge on Washington, and who the hell knows what these morons are going to be doing out there, causing all kinds of havoc, causing a ruckus, for Christ's sake. All right? Here, let me go ahead and tweet it out right now for you folks that are unaware. All right, that are unaware of who in the hell a juggalo is. Here it is. All right, here's a juggalo right here for you folks that are unaware. Here it is, right here. Let me go ahead and tweet it. That's a juggalo right there, folks, all right? Listen to that bastard being interviewed. That is the brand of white trash, of white trailer park trash that comprises the juggalo community, all right? I hope that you're happy. There's going to be a whole bunch of them down there in Washington, D.C. I could only imagine, all right? I could only imagine. Anyway, with that being said, enough of the juggalo name. Let's get back to Twitter shout-outs here, for Christ's sake. Who else do we have here? We've got Coconut Gun. We've got Capitalist Excalibur. What's going on? The Ghostler card. What the hell does that mean? Hot dog flavored water. What the hell are you idiots doing with these names, man? What the hell does that mean? We got Smooth Capitalist. We've got Make Ghost Fly. What the hell are you talking about? CDI Fan 237. Artron Havoc in the house. Mom Spaghetti. What the hell does that mean? Huh? Are you trying to infer that I've got some kind of a mental problem there, you milky liquor? We got Bash TCA in the house, Norwegian Fruit Bowl. All right. We've got the Aardvark in the place. What's going on to the Aardvark? Once again, retweet the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live. And I'll give you a shout-out right here on the broadcast, right here and now, folks. It's that simple. And look, people are tweeting at me, laughing at this guy that's in this documentary interview. That's a juggalo. I'm not joking. That's what's going to be converging on Washington, D.C., for Christ's sake. I don't know what's worse. You know, fat ham-bone heifers or these idiots. I don't even know. I have no idea. Jesus Christ. March on Ghost's Carpet. And you got a dog as your profile picture. Yeah, real funny, idiot. Stupid moron. Jesus Christ, man. We've got ICP on Trump's bed. Oh, shut up! ICP on Trump's bed? You son of a... ICP on Trump's bed? Screw you! Screw you! Screw you!
Hi, I'm a helpful Southern California Honda person, and recently we've been doing random acts of helpfulness. Like decorating a children's hospital, helping a mom get a tutor for her son, and even replacing stolen tools from a car break-in. And right now, during the Honda Dream Garage sales event, we can help you too with a great deal on an award-winning Honda. Like the Accord, a 2017 Car and Driver 10 Best a record 31 times. Click the dealer locator link to find a dealer near you, and go to SoCalHondaDealers.com to suggest a random act of helpfulness for someone you know. Car and Driver, January 2017.
Son of a bitch. Give me the mic. And look at this. I got another one right here. Look at this. A yellow brick in Trump's wall. Look at this. Yeah. Listen, assholes. It was fake. The Russian dossier was fake, you morons. Good God. And look, we're 2.5 minutes to midnight. Oh, you're talking about the doomsday clock? Look, that doomsday clock is ridiculous. It's a non-government organization that was started by some kookster man and wife, okay? There's nothing government, there's nothing official about it. It's a damn ridiculous non-profit. Doomsday clock. How about doomsday on these nuts? How you like that, huh? Hey, we got Remington in the house. What's going on? I'm not saying these disgusted names, for heaven's sake. We got 2-ton tuna. We've got Vivian HD. Elvis Wong. Elvis Wong? What is that, a Chinese Elvis or something? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, whatever. A Chinese Elvis. Freaking bad egg roll on a Chinese Elvis, for heaven's sake. Who else do we have here? We got Herbert the Pervert. No. Let's not go there, please, all right? Xbox is real work. What's going on, man? Sergeant Yoda in the house. Who else do we got? We got Sell Fallout merch. No, we're not selling any of that merch. Shut up with that crap. Just shut up. sell tofu merch, Ghost. Shia LaBusted. Hey, listen, I know the internet is going all out and, talking about Shia LaBeouf and he's being busted. Look, I don't want to give that guy the time of day, man. The guy is literally a two-bit loser, and he's getting by on everybody making his dumb, ridiculous banter on a variety of different social media fronts viral. And I'm not going to do it. I think he's a piece of trash, and as far as I'm concerned, he deserves to be repeatedly kicked in the balls as far as I'm concerned. All right, and I'm not even going to acknowledge him after this. Anyway, we got Mark Montag in the house. What's going on? We got J.C. Denton in the place. I'm not going to say that disgusting name, for Christ's sake. Capitalist Magellan in the house. What's going on, man? Who else do we have here? We've got Not Ben, whatever the hell that means. We got the Brony Network, Distilling Capitalist in the house. True Cosplay Radio. No, please don't do that. Please do not make cosplay out of this show. If you do, I will puke. I will find you, and I may even send you an invoice and bill you for that. I'm not even joking around. Do not do that. Don't do it. We've got Hotline Capitalist, The Smiler. We've got, Jesus Christ, man. Sell South Park merch. Look, listen, shut up with the merch. Shut up with the merch, all right? Shut up. Jesus Christ. Listen, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. If you have not done so, please follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. And, of course, the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Every one of my episodes is time dated and stamped. They're free to download at your own discretion. Go ahead and go there, baby. Anyway, I'm going to do a couple more Twitter shout-outs, and then I'm going to move on with the broadcast. We've got a lot of things to discuss here. We got Capitalist Joe in the place, Veteran Capitalist in the house. Lol Q died. Hey, you know what? No kidding, Lol Q died. For you folks that are unaware, I think I talked a little bit about this yesterday. The world star hip-hop creator, the biggest contributor to the degradation of ghetto-fied degeneracy, he died in his sleep miraculously at the age, I believe, of 42. And, in my view, that was nothing more than fate trying to say to everybody else that if you were going to make millions off of exploiting the strife, misery, violence, and idiot degeneracy of your people, that you're not going to be in this earth that long. That's all I'm saying. I just think there was fate. I thought it was fate. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Anyway, not my host. Not my host. What are you talking about? I am the host. It's True Capitalist Radio, hosted by Ghost. This is my radio show, you dumbasses. It's mine. It belongs to me. Not my host. Yeah, I got your host right here, boy. You understand that? I bet your mother will like my host. I'll tell you that right damn now. Jesus Christ, man. You know what? I'm not going to do another Twitter name after that. Not my host. Oh, shove it up your ass. Not my host. Not my host. You son of a... Damn it! Son of a bitch! I'm not your host, huh? I'm not your goddamn host, huh? Well, shove it up your ass. Shove it up your ass. I mean, how would you like it, huh? How would you like it if I just got there and quit the show right now, huh? How would you like it there, you son of a bitch? I'm not your host. I'm not your host. I am the host. I am the host. I am the host. I'm the host. I'm the host with the most, the man they call Ghost, you son of a bitch. Piece of crap. Wait a minute. What is this on Twitter? Wait just a second. Wait a minute. Give me the mic. Wait a minute. What is this? There's really people doing cosplay of the show, for Christ's sake. Look at this. Look, they're doing cosplay of the show. No, 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 no. You son of a bitch. Oh my God, you gotta be joking. You gotta be joking. Oh, why, man? I'm serious. Why are you doing this? Oh my God, no. Oh, I don't even know what to. Jesus, give me the mic. I mean, how the hell am I supposed to continue to broadcast after all this crap? I mean, seriously. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, how am I supposed to continue to broadcast after all this crap? I mean, cosplay. I mean, people are cosplaying over here. Oh, no, please, stop. Look, stop tweeting me pictures, for Christ's sake. People are cosplaying their dogs. Are you kidding me? People are cosplaying their dogs. What is this world coming to? Jesus! People are cosplaying their dogs. What the hell kind of world am I living in? What kind of world am I living in, for Christ's sake? People are cosplaying their dogs, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what's going on anymore. This is just getting ridiculous. This is just getting ridiculous, man. I'm not cosplaying a dog, man. Cosplaying a damn dog. Oh, my God. Give me the freaking... Give me the I mean, listen, man, I don't even want to go on through the rest of the show. I feel pretty damn silly. I feel like an idiot. People are cosplaying me. People are cosplaying their dogs. I mean, what am I broadcasting to? What am I broadcasting to, for Christ's sake, man? What exactly am I Jesus Christ, man. Oh, my God. I'm just, enough of the cosplay, please, all right? Enough of the cosplay. Look, are they really cosplaying being a panda now? Look, there's panda cosplay. There's a freaking panda. Enough of this shit. Enough of this shit. this shit? What kind of a world are we? I'm serious, man. Oh my God. I mean, what kind of... man, I don't know. I mean, Jesus, give me the mic. Freaking mic, man. Listen, I don't know what the hell to say anymore. I mean, stop tweeting at me, please. All you idiots. Stop tweeting at me. Stop tweeting at me this stupid, sick, twisted crap. Look, I've had enough of this. I'm going to try to go on with the broadcast without being interfered by disturbing photos of actual idiotic bumfuck reality. Excuse my French. I'm sorry. I'm cursing so much, folks. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't believe sometimes I'm waking up and this is the reality that I'm living in here. I'm serious. Sometimes I have a hard time waking up. Sometimes I don't even want to get out of bed sometimes. I'm not even joking. I'm like, really? I mean, I have to sit here and I've got to go out and wake up and what? I mean, go out here where people are cosplaying their dogs, they're cosplaying pandas. I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh, my God, no. Look, folks, I may have to, I'm not joking around, man. I may have to end this broadcast. I mean, this is getting too silly, for Christ's sake. My voice is shot. I mean, look, I've got somebody tweeting at me, Kermit the Frog bent over with his asshole open. I'm not joking. Look at this sick shit. Jesus Christ! Jesus H. Christ, what the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, I've had enough. Please stop tweeting at me, all right? Please stop. Please stop tweeting at me this crap. Please stop. I mean, what kind of a sick world are we living in? I'm not even joking around, man. I'm just, oh, Jesus Christ, man. Oh. Give me the freaking... Jesus Christ. Listen, stop, man. Look, I'm going to try to move on from this. I'm not looking at Twitter anymore. I mean, you people have gone off the deep end this show. I mean, it's already a bathhouse Thursday. I should be talking about very important political subject matters. Instead, I'm talking about cosplay, dogs in cosplay, a freaking Kermit with his asshole open. I mean, what is this sick crap? I mean, what is this sick crap? I mean, what is this? Seriously, what is this? Oh. I'm not going to look at Twitter, folks, so stop tweeting at me, please. I'm not looking at the crap. I'm going to try to get on with this broadcast, all right? I'm going to try. Jesus Christ, where was I? I don't even know where the hell where was I? That's right. I was talking about President Nieto thinking that he was going to be machismo over here and flex nuts with Trump. Now Trump is slapping Mexico with 20% anything they import in this country, boy. And let me tell you, I told you, and Nieto, you're an idiot. You got a lot more to lose than we do, boy, and you're about to see it. And I can't wait. And I repeat, I cannot wait when the 11 million estimated illegal immigrants that are in this country, voluntarily go back to your country, and you don't know what the hell to do with them, you sorry sack of crap, when all your damn burrito-eating ass needed to do was sit at the negotiating table and make a deal. But no, the machismo had to go into your goddamn stupid little damn tortilla-eating head, and you had to sit here and talk garbage. Well, now you're going to have to suffer there, Neto. You and your people. You did this. You did this, Neto. You did this. Anyway, with that being said, let me move on to the next subject matter here, folks. All right? Now, once again, Trump is going to start building the wall right away. I don't blame him. We need to stop these illegal immigrants from coming in the southern border. Of course, you've got people that were appointed by Obama trying to flex nuts in the Border Patrol. I think one of the heads of the Border Patrol stepped down here recently and has been out in the media trying to tout that, oh, there's no way to secure the border. I mean, what a bunch of garbage. I mean, every other country in the international community does it, and now what? We can't do it? This is America. We can do anything, you stupid, ungrateful prick. We just got to enforce the law, goddammit. We got to enforce the law. We got to put in jail anybody who employs these illegal immigrants. All right? I mean, we got to put in jail anybody who houses these illegal immigrants. We got to make the environment so uncomfortable that they're going to want to go back themselves. They're going to go back on their own. And I can't wait for that because what is Nieto going to do with those 11 million people? He ain't going to know what to do with them. That's why he dumped them on us. Anyway, let me move on, folks. Now, this is a very interesting story coming out of the State Department because it depends on what version of the news you want to believe. But according to reports, Trump has asked the head officials at the State Department to get the hell out of there. I mean, seriously, all the head officials at the State Department, get the hell out. Get out. And, of course, these State Department officials are coming out and they're leaking to the media that, no, I quit. I wasn't fired. I quit. I wasn't fired. Are you kidding me? Do you think that Donald fired me? I quit, dude. So it depends on what news media you're reading. It's going to make the judgment call whether or not the State Department officials were asked to leave or they quit. So either way, they're gone. The swamp is being drained, and that's all there is to it. All right? The swamp is being drained, and that's all there is to it, all right? And those are more bureaucrats on the unemployment line, which I love. I mean, the more bureaucrats that are on the unemployment line, the better. I'm telling you, I told you, didn't I, bureaucrats? I told you this gravy train would come to an end one day, but you idiots thought you were going to be in power forever and that you were just going to go and continue to fleece the American tax system and continue to puff up your meaningless budgets, continue to puff up your annual raises, continue to puff up your pensions. No, sir, no, ma'am. Get in the unemployment line where you belong, you useless bureaucrats. Go back in the unemployment line where you belong and be accountable for your own goddamn abilities, your own goddamn creativity. You're going to have to be accountable now there, bureaucrat. How does it feel? You're going to have to be accountable now there, bureaucrat. How does it feel there, boy? Woo! Oh, man. Anyway, with that being said, I'm having fun, obviously. I'm taking much gratification in these bureaucrats being in the unemployment line. I told them this was going to happen, but they didn't believe me, boy. They didn't believe me. Well, look at me now. Oh, man, give me my drink, for Christ's sake. I'm telling you, I knew it. Because I was out here first on the scene. I'm going to be honest. Go look back in the archive, baby. 2008, I was the first on the scene trying to tell everybody that the right wing had been hijacked by the liberals, by the Democrats. It was one party. Now that we've got Donald Trump in power, we are slowly taking control of the party. Slowly taking control of the party. And that's why we have to stay political, folks. We cannot stop. Politics has to be integrated as at least a certain segment of your life. Because, once again, folks, if we fall asleep at the wheel politically again, I don't think we'll ever be able to take control of the government like we have done in this election cycle. And we have to hold every bureaucrat's feet to the flame. We cannot allow these people to fleece America. We cannot allow these people to be agents of globalism. We can't allow these people to continue to do business as usual. We have to stay vigilant. We have to remain political. We have to remain observant of everything these bureaucrats do. And that's on both sides, the GOP and the Democrats. We got to look at them both. So once again, Trump tells top State Department officials to get the hell out of here. And you know what? I don't blame them, boy. I don't blame them. Because as far as I'm concerned, the State Department was a key culprit in a lot of this nefarious activity that was conducted in the Obama administration. And that's all there is to it. All right? That's all there is to it, boy. Anyway, I want to continue to talk a little bit about how Donald Trump is going to investigate this voter fraud. And now that Donald Trump wants to investigate voter fraud, the leftist, left-wing propaganda machine media is talking against it all of a sudden. Now they don't want no investigations into voter fraud. Now they're saying, oh, he's lying. Oh, I mean, I even read an article that was titled, Donald Trump now expects to dox 4 million people. I'm serious. I mean, that was the title. Donald Trump expects to dox 4 million people. Now, all of a sudden, they don't want to audit the vote. Remember that? Remember that? Audit the vote. Audit the vote. What happened? What happened? I mean, that's why I'm saying, folks. I mean, when the shoes turned, they don't want the spotlight on their nefarious activity, and that's what Donald Trump is going after. Because now that Donald Trump is taking this investigation for voter fraud, I don't know if you have seen the latest coming out of Project Veritas, James O'Keefe. He is churning out all these videos in which 19 times out of 20, he was able to go up to any voting area, any voting polling place, and just go up and vote as anybody. The guy literally voted as Eminem's government name, Marshall Mathers. I'm not kidding around. So just based on the video evidence that James O'Keefe has put forth, I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg. And that's why I'm saying, folks, I can't wait for this investigation into voter fraud, because all these stupid left-wing, long-haired, bedwetting, hippie, liberal bastards that continue to tout this popular vote nonsense, I want them to eat crow when they realize that 3 to 4 million people were illegal immigrants voting in this country that should have never have voted. All right? And if anybody's going to make the argument that, oh, it's okay, they're here, they can vote, they're immigrants, but they're here, they're working. Oh, yeah? Why don't you go to Mexico and go try to vote? Go illegally, sneak your ass into Mexico, work there illegally, and then go and try to vote in their elections and see what the hell happens, all right? All right, you go out there and see what the hell happens.
Calling the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA simply a compact SUV is like describing a cathedral as just 4 walls and a ceiling. The GLA is both a beautiful work of design and one of the most functional SUVs in its class, and it's available at an exceptional price. Why drive any compact SUV when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA? Visit MBUSA.com/GLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. You're going to get arrested for harsher immigration laws in America than I'm telling you, that they have harsher immigration laws in Mexico than they do here in this country, and these leftists have the audacity to talk garbage about their own country. Meanwhile, they talk about, we shouldn't be walling up our borders. We should have open walls. That's not good. I can't believe you. That's inhumane. Meanwhile, Mexico has a wall at the Guatemalan border. All right? I mean, these are the issues that we got to combat these stupid liberals with, because if not, they're going to continue to think this nonsense, and we got to just nip them in the bud. I'm glad that Donald Trump is going to investigate voter fraud, because aside from the illegal immigrants that voted, we're going to find that in many of these Democratic precincts that dead people are voting. All right? Dead people are voting. I'm not joking around. And this is really what Donald Trump is going to do with this voter fraud investigation. He's going to unearth all the dirty secrets of every precinct's voting fraudulent methods so that they can be exposed to the world, so that there can be any kind of doubt that the integrity of the voting system is intact. And not to mention, folks, do you remember during the elections that the Department of Homeland Security was attempting to hack several states' election database systems? This included Georgia, Kentucky, and a couple of other states that have come forward and said, yes, we had an attempt at a break-in in our election database from an IP address that traces back to the Department of Homeland Security. Jay Johnson came out later and said, yeah, it was actually a third-party contractor, and it didn't really mean nothing. He accidentally, he messed with some script or something, and then, he accidentally scanned IP addresses. No big deal. When the system administrators of these election databases were saying this was not a probe, this was not a scan, it was a probing of the IP addresses in an attempt to get into the election databases, obviously for nefarious activities. All right? So, in essence, what's going to happen here is that we're going to investigate, or at least the Trump administration is going to investigate what actually was going on as it pertains to the DHS trying to penetrate the election database systems of the states of Georgia, Kentucky. There was a couple other states that there's so much information, but I know it was Georgia and Kentucky, the main ones. And I would like Donald Trump to investigate that, because I had said right when Obama brought in the Department of Homeland Security to, quote, oversee the elections, I knew that he was going to attempt to try to utilize the Department of Homeland Security to somehow sway the election in the Democrats' favor. And in my personal opinion, I can't wait for the outcome, because you and I know, folks, the Department of Homeland Security, if they're going to say it's an accident, that it was some accidental third party that, ran a script and accidentally scanned IP addresses from convenient swing states, if you're going to believe that, you're an idiot. And I can't wait for the outcome of this investigation of this voter fraud, because it's going to show who the true culprits are in voter fraud. And in my opinion, it's on the Democratic side. They attempted to try to rig this thing, man. They attempted to try to rig this thing. They couldn't do it. That's why they had to have, and truth be told, folks, the reason that the Obamas and the Democrats allowed a smooth transition of power was because of this Pizzagate stuff, okay? What was found on Anthony Weiner's laptop, which we will never know. I want you to know that. We will never know what's on Anthony Weiner's laptop. Now, I think some of it has to do with a lot of this child molestation things. It's tied to a child molestation ring. And the reason that these emails and this information was found on Anthony Weiner's hard drive was because, in my opinion, it was Huma Abedin, a Saudi Arabian agent, that was compiling all this information for future blackmail of other members of the Congress, Senate, and anybody else who happened to be an enemy of Hillary Clinton. now that the FBI got a hold of that particular information, and the FBI, remember, you have the CIA against the FBI. Remember, you had elements within the Congress that were trying to implicate the FBI was a rogue organization. And the reason that they did this is because the FBI has the information relating to the information of them. I mean, the Huma Abedin compiled information on every congressman, every senator, all the nefarious activities. This is what was on that laptop. And truth be told, that's why the Democrats allowed a smooth transition of power, so the contents of that particular laptop would never be made public. And, folks, this is the only reason why we had a smooth transition of power. But even though we have a smooth transition of power, it's not as if they're going to try to take power away from Trump. You know, they're just, you know, they're like, okay, look, we're going to give you power. Don't you dare unearth those secrets. All right, don't you dare. And we'll still play the game here, but just don't go there. You can be the president, just don't go there. And that was the agreement. And that's why you had everybody there in the pomp and circumstance of the inauguration having to eat crow. Everyone from Obama, Michelle, the Clintons, everybody. And as I alluded to earlier, it's not a coincidence why Bush Sr. and Barbara Bush were conveniently hospitalized, because if you want my personal opinion, they were put in the hospital because, as I stated, George Sr. is a major player in the putsch option of black operations in American history's past. And this includes 9/11, the attack on Reagan. I can go on and on. I mean, and if you don't believe me, just take a look at the Reagan hit. Remember when Reagan got shot by Hinckley? Folks, Hinckley's parents were donors to the campaign of not only George H.W. Bush, but also donators to the Republican Party, heavy donators to the Republican Party. So, I mean, here you have the Vice President of the United States, and lest we forget, folks, that Ronald Reagan did not want George H.W. Bush as his Vice President. George H.W. Bush was negotiated as Vice President at the convention. And George H.W. Bush, if you want my personal opinion, had Reagan shot by Hinckley, because the Hinckley kid that shot Reagan was a nutcase. So it wasn't that hard to, be able to kind of obviously bamboozle a nutcase into doing such a thing. And if you want my personal opinion, folks, either one of two things happened during that shooting. Either the real Ronald Reagan died, which I tend to believe, you just take a look at Ronald Reagan before the assassination attempt and after. Looks like a completely different guy. The guy they put in front of the camera after the shooting looks like a wrinkled up piece of crap. Looks like they just brought him in from out of the rain, okay? Secondly, the policy that Reagan, basically his foreign policy changed completely after the Reagan hit, okay? Remember when the situation with Iran happened and the Iranian Revolution took the Marines hostage and so on and so forth? What did Reagan do in response to the Iranian crisis? He backed away from it. He did, I have to credit, I believe it was Hagless, a member of the Inner Circle, who brought it to my attention that this could have been his Bay of Pigs scenario. It could have been his Bay of Pigs. Because, that said to me that Ronald Reagan did not want to have anything to do with Middle East as it pertains to foreign policy. And when they allowed the Iranians, by a non-intervention approach by Reagan, and the Iranian Revolution was able to continue to sustain itself, it wasn't too long after that when Reagan was assassinated or was shot. Then after, whether you believe it's the real Reagan or a body double came out, miraculously he changed his complete tune on foreign policy. Moreover, This is when they tried to claim he had, Alzheimer's disease, and he was senile. And who was the people running the government at that time? George H.W. Bush and Secretary of State James Baker. Now, how do we know this? Well, because the foreign policy after Reagan's assassination, or assassination attempt, however you want to look at it, changed dramatically. Because all of a sudden, the non-intervention approach to Iran took a completely different twist when all of a sudden our intelligence community antagonized, and not only our intelligence community, but the secret government that Oliver North testified to in the Iran-Contra testimonies, the secret government, which comprised of elements of the CIA, George H.W. Bush, James Baker, Donald Rumsfeld, Dick Cheney. These people comprised a strategy in which they were going to pit the Iraq government against the Iranian government, and that's what basically started off the Iran-Iraq war. And the reason they did this was in hopes of overthrowing the Iranian Revolution and putting back into place in Iran the CIA puppet, the Shah. Now, unfortunately, the people in Iran were devout, Sharia, Shiite type of fighters, because, they literally lost, 600,000 people in that war. Iraq lost about 250,000, 300,000, and they never gave up. So hence, that's why the Iranian government, the Iranian Revolution, still is in power to this day. Now, with that being said, the reason I suggest that Reagan was assassinated was because of the foreign policy, just completely different foreign policy that he had right after he got shot. And take a listen to the Oliver North testimony in front of Congress when they were investigating the Iran-Contra scenario. Oliver North admitted under oath that there was a secret government that was actually in control of foreign policy in this country. And when a congressman tried to pressure more information out of Oliver North, he was advised by his attorney not to talk about it unless it's in private session. Now, the reason I bring up all this is because I want to tell you how integral of a player of black operations and an integral of a player of the secret government George H.W. Bush was, and why he wasn't there at the inauguration with everybody else. Because if you want my opinion, maybe they slipped some poison in him to make sure he wouldn't be there, him and his wife. Anyway, I don't want to get into other black operation history relating to George H.W. Bush, but I do want to tell you that this man is not a joke. George H.W. Bush is probably one of the most dangerous men, all right? One of the most dangerous men that ever graced the intelligence community of all time. I'm serious. I'm not even joking around. This guy is dangerous, all right? This guy is a dangerous man, and that's why he had to be put in a hospital, man. He's that dangerous. Anyway, with that being said, let me move on. I didn't mean to get off on that tirade. The only reason I brought that up was because I guess I got off on this tirade about the DHS and about how the contents on Anthony Weiner's laptop was basically utilized as leverage for the peaceful transition of power between Obama and the Trump administration. And I'm telling you, we will never know the contents of that particular laptop because aside from the implications of potential child molestation, child porn, whatever the implication is, okay? But also the blackmail factor and a potential double agent factor that was Huma Abedin. Huma Abedin compiled this information, in my opinion, as a Saudi agent for future use of blackmail. And that's really the biggest implication against the Clintons and against Hillary, is the fact that she allowed Huma Abedin to be so close to her. Meanwhile, she was compiling this undercover information behind her back and had it on a computer that she shared with Anthony Weiner. So, with that being said, that's the only reason why we have a peaceful transition of power. It doesn't mean that everybody's going to bow down to Trump. They're still going to play this politic game, and that's exactly what's going to happen. That's what's happening now. Speaking of politics, the GOP is playing politics when it comes to the repeal of Obamacare. Have you heard about this? Oh, now the GOP is going to play politics with Obamacare. You see, now the true colors are coming out in these damn rhinos. Now the true colors are coming out. I told you this was going to happen. And it's like Milton Friedman said, folks. It's like he always said. It's very easy to create a bureaucracy. It's almost damn near impossible to get rid of it. Because like I said, and Milton Friedman said, once you create a system, there are people that are employed with that system that have a vested interest in making sure that not only does the system survive, but that it grows. And if it grows, that means they have a lifetime job. That means they have lifetime job security. That means they get annual raises regardless of what kind of job they do. That means they get pensions. That means they get health insurance. That means they get everything because they work in this newly formed bureaucratic system. So that's why I'm telling everybody, folks, we're starting to see the true colors come out in the GOP. And that's why I'm telling everybody we have to stay political. We have to keep our eye on the ball. Every day you wake up, regardless on how you use your internet, whether it's on your phone, your tablet, your computer, your laptop, whatever the case might be, read the news. All right? Follow people that are on social media that disseminate news. I'm serious, folks, because you can forget about getting your news from the mainstream media. Forget about it. It's propaganda, it's lies, it's slanderous crap. And we have to continue to disseminate the news to each other. We have to contradict the lies that are being projected on a mass scale via the television and the mainstream media. We have to do it. Because if we don't, as I stated, we're going to fall asleep at the wheel again. And that's how these bureaucrats are going to incrementally take over the government, fleece the American tax system. The same thing that we've saw for the past 60 years. We can't allow it to happen. The American people have to stay vigilant. We have to stay political, damn it. We have to, and if we don't, well, then we are going to allow a bunch of power-hungry bureaucrats to take control of our freedom. And you see, that's the true essence of capitalism. Capitalism it forces one to be free. It forces one to be an individual. It forces one to distance themselves from government entitlements, government aid, assistance. Because once you take government assistance, aid, welfare from the government, you are then property of that government. A government official can go into your house and crawl up your ass with a microscope because they give you that entitlement. You are no longer an individual. You are no longer a person. You are a subject. You are a subject. And that's what capitalism counteracts. It forces people to be an individual. It forces people to realize that if they are going to be free, if they are going to be their own person, if they are not going to serve too many masters, they have to become creative. They have to become innovative. They have to be ambitious to be able to accumulate enough capital necessary to sustain whatever life they want for an indefinite amount of time. And I'll tell you this right now, folks, there is nothing more liberating in the goddamn world than being an independent capitalist, folks. I'm telling you this from firsthand experience. There is nothing more free, more liberating in the world than being able to wake up and realize that you are your own boss, that you make your own capital. You are the master of your own destiny. You're the person that can either make yourself or break yourself. There's nothing more liberating in the world than knowing that you are the man, that you are the man of your world, or woman, if you happen to be a woman capitalist, or tranny, or pansexual, whatever. I mean, you are in control. I'm in full control of my world, folks. I'm not joking around. I am in full control of my world because I am a capitalist. And because I always think about money, I mean, hell, listen to those strategies in the first hour, folks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the strategies I described in the first hour, no one's going to teach you that. No one's going to teach you how to be a capitalist. It's not in the public education system's best interest to teach you how to be an individual. It's in the public education's interest, it's in the public education's interest to keep you bogged down and pass you along from one system to another system to another system. I mean, think about it, all right? You're in the public education system. Let's say you get in trouble, all right, and you got to go to juvenile hall. Well, now you're a part of the juvenile hall system. And then you get probation. Now you're in the probation system. Let's say you're a woman. You get pregnant. Well, now you're in the child support system. Let's say you can't feed that kid. Well, now you're in the welfare system. You understand what I'm saying? Let's say, you do criminality after you're 18. Well, now you're in the criminal justice system. And then you get out, you're on parole, now you're on the parole system. I mean, do you understand? It's a never-ending cycle. That's what capitalism equalizes it from. If you want to be a capitalist, you can just break these bonds of bondage from these systems. And in essence, folks, when you decide that you want to be a capitalist, you decide that you don't want to be a part of these systems, that you're independent from these systems, that you are liberated from these systems, and that you are the master of your own domain. Anyway, folks, I'm sorry once again. I'm going off keister. GOP is playing politics when it comes to the repeal of Obamacare, and the reason is because they're a little afraid of getting rid of some bureaucracy because someone, maybe the health insurance industry, donates a lot of money into the campaign contribution accounts of these GOP politicians. Maybe it could be Big Pharma. Who knows? But this is why the GOP is playing politics when it comes to repealing Obamacare. And I advise everybody right now, if you are a troll, if you are somebody who is tired of this, if you're genuinely concerned about Obamacare being repealed, call your congressman, call your senator, tweet at these sons of bitches, tell them you want the repeal of Obamacare and you want it now. And we have to do it in mass. And when I say to do this, I know some of you idiots think, I'm not your personal army, asshole. I'm not asking you to be a personal army, you jerk off. I'm asking you to participate in your political duty, all right? If you're going to go out and you want Obamacare to be repealed, we got to put pressure. We got to put pressure on these politicians, for Christ's sake. Bombard them with phone calls. Fax their goddamn offices. I mean, tweet at them, Facebook them. Do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes. That's what I'm saying, man. GOP playing politics on when to repeal Obamacare. We want it now. We want the end of the mandate now. I don't understand, but then you can understand when I just tell you that guess who's donating to the campaign contribution accounts of those that are trying to sandbag the repeal of Obamacare? Well, the pharmaceutical companies, the health insurance companies, it all makes sense, doesn't it? Huh? It all makes sense. Anyway, let me move on, folks, because we got a lot of stuff to cover and we ain't got a lot of time here. Did you hear about this? Alex Jones this morning claimed in one of his videos to have been offered White House press credentials by the Trump administration. Y'all heard about this? Now, when I heard about this, I was like, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think about Alex Jones anymore, to be honest with you. I mean, I think the man's an egomaniac. I think that he wishes he was Stephen Bannon. Every time I tune into his show, he acts like he knows what's in Trump's head. I mean, he even says it like, hey, I'm Alex Jones, and, there's a reason why I know what Trump knows. There's a reason why I know this. Hey, Trump called me right after he was elected, right after the Pope. He called me. I mean, give me a freaking break, all right? Give me a freaking break, okay? But look, okay, Alex Jones, he gets a little access pass in the press briefing room. Okay, that's great. I'm very proud of him. White House comes out later today and says, we didn't offer this idiot no freaking press credentials. I mean, the White House comes out in a statement and says, we didn't give this nutcase any press credentials. You know what I'm saying? We didn't offer him no press credentials. What the hell is this guy talking about? And that's what I'm talking about. I mean, Alex, shut up. Alex Jones, please shut up. You're embarrassing yourself, man. And listen, I don't even like you, Alex. I'm going to be honest with you. The reason I don't like you, because I know you ripped me off, all right? I know you ripped me off. I've been in contact with your people. You ripped me off. But it's not even like that, okay? All right? Well, it's not even like that. Stop embarrassing yourself. And because you're embarrassing yourself, you're embarrassing the Trump administration, okay? Okay, maybe, just maybe, somebody on the inside said, hey, Alex, we may give you some press credentials here, so, keep that on the down low. Congratulations. And, what does Alex Jones do? He goes on a damn video, starts blabbing about it like some big idiot. So all I'm saying is, Alex, stop embarrassing yourself because you're embarrassing us, all right? Seriously, man, you're embarrassing us. I mean, and you're embarrassing our president as well. I mean, I hate to say this, man, but I'm starting to believe now that the true motivation of everybody in this movement is starting to come into play. The true motivation, which is what? The exploitation. Money. And listen to me. I mean, I agree. Hey, you want to do something, you got to get paid for it. I understand. But now these people are going way far beyond their pay grade as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not just talking about Alex Jones. It's all these characters in the alt-right. And if you want my opinion, Alex Jones is now taking a page out of Richard Fruit Bowl white supremacist wannabe Spencer's book. Because let's just say, for the sake of argument, that he was going to be invited into the White House press room. Why in the hell would he go right off the bat and start talking garbage? Why would he go out right off the bat and just start mouthing off? It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. I'm starting to believe now that either Alex Jones is either got a major mental, egotistical, megalomaniac problem, or he may be controlled opposition. Now, I never had said this before about him being controlled opposition, but his actions are starting to look more and more eerily similar to somebody who is being put in a situation and a position to discredit the side that he claims to be on. And that's just my personal opinion, because, I mean, you would think, given the fact that Donald Trump and his administration had given this man such credibility, I mean, they gave him interviews, they gave him, they gave him credentials to go into the damn Republican convention, that sort of thing. What I don't understand is, why exactly has he not stopped this ridiculous circus sideshow act? This very spastic, ridiculous, egotistical act of his, and started acting more like the supposed network he's trying to build at Infowars.com. I'm telling you, it's either he's a completely, like, a megalomaniac from hell, and he's kind of stupid at the same time, or he's controlled opposition. And I hear now that supposedly Alex Jones is saying it's a conspiracy now, that he was told he was going to get press credentials, and now he's not, and it's a conspiracy. No, Alex. You know, it's not your conspiracy, all right? Maybe, just maybe somebody in the inside told you were going to get press credentials. You blabbed, and now you can't be trusted, you stupid milky liquor. You're stupid. All right? You're dumb. I'm sorry, Alex. I mean, I'm starting to believe that you may be controlled opposition, man. I'm serious. I think you may be controlled opposition. All right, Bill Hicks? I mean, Alex Jones, I'm sorry. Anyway, that's enough. I don't want to give that guy too much airtime. Once again, Alex Jones claims to have been offered some press credentials within the White House, all right? And as a result, the White House responds and says, we never said anything to this fat fraud. We never said anything about these people. We never said anything about Alex Jones having goddamn press credentials, for Christ's sake. People on Twitter are like, well, if he's controlled opposition, who is he working for? CIA? Yeah, I mean, he even admits it. He even admits it, for heaven's sake. He even admits, I got a lot of family members in the CIA, and let me tell you something. Not everybody in the CIA is liking what the CIA's doing. Shut up. I mean, if that isn't a CIA shill, I never heard one in my life. Not everybody in the CIA is down with this. Hey, that's not how the CIA works, idiot. That's not how the CIA works. You either do what the CIA says or you get eliminated, all right, literally. Just ask the ex-CIA head, Colby, who was the CIA head during that testimony during the 70s when they unearthed all the secrets from the CIA. Remember the heart attack gun? And, Colby talked about CIA assets being in amongst the media, so on and so forth. Huh? You know, the CIA head, Colby, that guy who testified, that guy ended up dead. During his retirement, this guy wasn't even in a goddamn agency anymore. He was found dead in a canoe somewhere floating around a river, all right? That just goes to show you what kind guys these CIA fellers are really like. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're willing to kill their own ex-department head. That just goes to show you what kind of fellers are dealing with out here in the CIA. I'm not joking around. These guys are brutal killers. These guys have no heart. They'll kill themselves. They'll kill each other. It's a very sick organization. And anybody who's affiliated with the CIA or even claims to be CIA, I don't want to have nothing to do with these pieces of trash, all right? I don't want to have nothing to do with these CIA pieces of trash. So if you want my personal opinion, either Alex Jones is a dumb megalomaniac or he's controlled opposition. I think the latter seems more of a probable idea, in my opinion, because how the hell did he get into Bohemian Grove? Can somebody answer that? How the hell did he get in there? People have been trying to get in there for years. This guy just walks in. I'm just saying. And not to mention, I mean, back in the 90s, there's clips of this guy saying that he was at a CFR meeting, Council on Foreign Relations. So, I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. Let me continue on, folks, because we're running out of time here. I don't want to go all into exclusively just Alex Jones, but who knows what's going on with this guy. He claimed to have been offered press credentials. The White House contradicted that. Now he's claiming it's a conspiracy. If you want my opinion, I think he's doing a Richard Spencer. That's all it is. I think he's doing a Richard Spencer, trying to antagonize, to get media spotlight, to get more followers, hits, listeners, money, you know. And listen, I'm tired. Listen, don't tweet at me Richard Spencer crap anymore. I hate that guy. I mean, this guy makes white nationalists look like pussies, okay? And I'm not even a white nationalist, but, I mean, I want to see my white nationalists look like, you know, these big, huge, muscle-bound Aryan sons of bitches that have bald heads and Fu Manchus and got freaking lightning bolts on their freaking throat. You know, that's how I like to see my white nationalists, not some half a fruity McFagin fruit bowl and freaking Richard Spencer, man. I mean, this is the American male. I'm just going to have to accept it, ain't I? That's the American male nowadays. I can't. I mean, the fall of man has happened, and that's just the American male on every level, on every capacity, isn't it? Fruit bowl Richard Spencers. That is the new male, isn't it?
No, I'm Richard Spencer, and I actually believe in white nationalism. And, you know, the KKK, they don't like me, okay, dude? And neither do the neo-Nazis, okay? And, hey, do you like my haircut? I did it because the Nazi youth used to, you know, cut their hair like this. Even though I'm, like, in my late 30s, I still look pretty for my late 30s. That's why they call me Richard Spencer. I have to look photogenic. I have to look photogenic for the camera. I'm Richard Spencer, dude. I'm the white nationalist, dude. I'm the guy that staged the Sieg Heils, made sure that there were mainstream media cameras there, and did a Sieg Heil to Trump and put my pretty little fruit bowl white nationalist mug on the TV because I'm Richard Spencer, and I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. Oh, yeah. I'm Richard Spencer. I'm so pretty.
Freaking metrosexual white nationalist Nazis on the next Geraldo. What the F?
Calling the beautifully redesigned 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA simply a four-door coupe is like describing a world-class athlete as just a good runner. With its sleek profile and powerful turbocharged engine, the CLA offers agility and design that are unmatched in its class, and it's available now at an exceptional price. Why drive any four-door coupe when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA? Visit MBUSA.com/CLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Anyway, folks, we are now in the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Once again, folks, I want to thank everybody. Please follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow, Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. And, of course, the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. All right? And listen, look, I just read an article about Richard Spencer. Now Richard Spencer thinks he's a doxer now. Have you heard about this? He's trying to take credit for his circle of trolls, or I don't know who follows this guy, but he's trying to take credit for all the doxing that's happening. Yeah, he's trying to take credit for the Daily Shoah. You remember those assholes from the Daily Shoah? Remember that guy talking all this anti-Jewish stuff, talking about anti-Semitic stuff? Meanwhile, he's married to a Jewish woman. Yeah, that's okay with it because they're making shekels. You know what I'm saying? I mean, give me a break. He's trying to take credit for this stuff. I'm telling you, I don't like Richard Spencer, man. I mean, literally, it's too bad that he was punched in the face by some excrement-eating cuck. But, man, somebody needs to punch him in the face again. I'm serious. And did you see how he reacted? I mean, what a pussy punch. I mean, he literally took a pussy punch and was like, oh, dude, not the face. Not the face, you bitch. Not the fucking face! I'm serious. Did you see him? He acted like a bitch when he got hit in the... not the face! Not my pretty face! Man, what a fruit bowl. Anyway, look, I'm not gonna keep harping on this idiot because the last thing he needs, all right? The last thing he needs is more plug, all right? But let me tell you something. Hey, Spencer, let me tell you something. I would dox myself to meet you so I could kick the living bejesus out of you. I'm not even joking around, all right? I'm not even joking around. I would beat the crap out of you because I am tired of this metrosexual male that has now consumed the average youth of America today. You know what I'm saying? I've had enough. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't dox myself to freaking some stupid fruit bowl wannabe white supremacist like this, for Christ's sake. I'm telling you, I'm pretty certain. I'm pretty goddamn certain that Richard Spencer's got some skeletons in his closet that, you know, are somewhat in the pink team playing, in my opinion. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, with that being said, let me move on to the next couple of goddamn subject matters here. Let's see. We've got authorities out of Germany. Have you heard this? Now that Merkel is running for re-elections, German authorities are now targeting right-wing social media account holders and secretly raiding their homes in an attempt to try to suppress any opposition to Angela Merkel's re-election campaign. And they are, of course, trying to utilize the disguise of fake news as justification in going after right-wing accounts in Germany that are posting anti-immigration, anti-migrant type of rhetoric, anti-Merkel type of things. And this is happening in Germany. It's very, very sad. It's the state of affairs in Germany at this point in time. If you happen to be in Germany, please be careful what you post on your social media account, because I'm telling you, you may be raided. You may be raided, for heaven's sake. And this is not a joke. This is happening right now in convenient timing with Angela Merkel's re-election campaign. So once again, to my German brethren, I know that you are taking a lot. But as far as I'm concerned, be careful. All of my right-wing followers, my capitalist followers out there in Germany, be careful. Be careful what you post on social media. Be very careful. I don't know what the VPN laws there are in Germany, but I would strongly advise people to get a VPN. I've got a VPN pinned on my Twitter account right now that's very, very easy, very secure. And what it does, folks, it encrypts everything you're searching. So if you're searching for something, if you're out there scouring the web, you're doing certain things, it basically encrypts the data that's being transferred via your internet account or your internet connection and sends it encrypted accordingly. That's why it's called a virtual private network. It also disguises your IP address, a bunch of other things. So once again, all my brethren in Europe, please try to disguise yourselves. Please try to encrypt yourselves. Do not fall victim to the new Gestapo, the left-wing Gestapo that's being implemented by Angela Merkel in Germany at this point in time. I'm not even joking around. Right-wing social media accounts are being targeted for raids right before the Angela Merkel election. I mean, you can't make this up, man. Hitler would be proud, I'll tell you that right now. Or you know what? No, she's left-wing, so Stalin would be proud, wouldn't he? Yeah, no kidding. Anyway, folks, let me move on to another subject matter. UK government publishes a draft bill on triggering Brexit. Now, what does this mean? This means this bill is now in the Parliament in England, and it's going to be voted on here, I believe, in the next couple of weeks. They're going to debate it, of course. And there may be elements of political opposition, like I've alluded to yesterday. We've discussed it. You know, we've got the Scottish Independent Party that are going to try to do anything to try to sabotage the Brexit vote because they believe that, well, they believe there should be independence, so they're just doing it to be dicks, for a lack of a better term. Then you've got the Labor Party, which who knows the direction in which or the ratio in which the Labor Party is going to vote. We do know that there are going to be two factions within the Labor Party, those that vote remain, others that vote leave, so that'll be an interesting situation as it is. We've also got a mixed bag within the Conservative Party, and we've also got, pretty much mixed bag within the other smaller segmented parties as well. So this is going to be debated. It seems as if they're kicking the can down the road. Now, I don't know what Theresa May's strategy is here. Maybe I'm starting to think maybe she's talking out both sides of her mouth because she doesn't want to be the prime minister if Brexit fails. She's thinking it from a bureaucratic perspective. That's why she said what she said at Davos, Switzerland. That's why she said what she said here recently, right before, and as a matter of fact, she's actually leaving on a flight here. She's actually in the air, if I'm not mistaken, and actually going to meet with Donald Trump this evening, and they're going to discuss a variety of different things. And I'm thinking that what she hopes to gather from this meeting is an actual commitment, and beyond a verbal commitment, possibly something in tentative writing, that the United States and Britannia are now a new co-opted power. We are a mutual power that are going to create new bonds of economic and political and social relationships in an attempt to thwart what we are witnessing as global bureaucratic emergence in an attempt to get rid of state sovereignty. And I'm hoping that this meeting with Theresa May goes well. I hope that there is a pact that is developed, something similar to Thatcher and Reagan, if not better than Thatcher and Reagan. The only difference is Thatcher had bigger balls, I believe, than Theresa May. Margaret Thatcher wasn't afraid to do anything. She didn't talk out of both sides of her mouth. But at the same time, Theresa May, she's just playing it cool. She doesn't want to be the one that goes down as the person who ruined Britannia because she angstily went into Brexit without any formal plan of any kind. So I'm now a little optimistic now. I'm a little less pessimistic as I was yesterday and a little bit more optimistic about Brexit. And now that we've got Theresa May meeting with Donald Trump this evening, I think that we may see something. I don't know. I mean, we may see something. I'm not really sure. And as we stated, we do need the Parliament to play ball out there in Britannia so that Article 50 can be triggered and we can finally see an independent Britannia away from the bureaucratic, unelected institution that is the European Union. So once again, thank you guys out there in Britannia. You guys have basically spawned a new element of populism, of patriotism, of loving one's geopolitical culture, taking pride in one's history, that sort of thing. So once again, cheers to Britannia, and I hope that Article 50 is finally implemented because you guys deserve it, as far as I'm concerned. Fought long and hard, you guys deserve it. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about ISIS here. Did anybody see that ISIS now has precision bomb-dropping drones now? How the hell did ISIS get precision bomb-dropping drones? Where the hell did they get these things from? Maybe the same people that supplied them the damn weapons, that supplied them the freaking trucks, that supplied them the ammo. I'm talking about the CIA, for Christ's sake. How in the hell do these wild Yehudis go out and get precision bomb drones, for Christ's sake? How the hell do they get them? How the hell do they get them? Seriously. drones with precision bombing, for Christ's sake. ISIS has got them. Give me a break. I'm telling you, man, I can't wait till ISIS and radical Islam is eradicated off the face of the planet. I'm not joking around. So that's all I'm saying. I can't believe this, and I can't believe no one else is talking about this. All right? I'm not even. Why is nobody talking about ISIS having drones that drops bombs, for heaven's sake? I mean, that's pretty effing dangerous. These are the same people that like to cut children's heads off and throw gays off buildings and, have sex slaves that are imported 13-year-olds and end up murdering them. I mean, this is it right here. You know? I'm serious. I'm just saying, man, I don't know why we're not talking about this. I've had enough of ISIS. I think we need to kill them. We need to destroy them. We need to eliminate them. We need to go after their families, like Trump said. I mean, this is the only way we're going to rectify this damn Islamic radicalism. Okay? I mean, we have to nip it in the bud already. That's it. It's over. All right? I mean, we need to start living in peace with one another. If not, get eliminated. I'm sorry. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this crap. And not to mention, did you know that Donald Trump signed in a little bit of a damn Muslim registry going on here? And did you hear Madeleine Albright? Huh? Madeleine Albright was the Secretary of State during the Clinton administration. She's the woman that came out during the Hillary Clinton campaign that said there's a special place in hell for women that don't vote for Hillary Clinton. That was that broad. She is now claiming that she will voluntarily register for the Muslim registry that Trump is initiating in solidarity with the American Muslims. What a bunch of virtue signaling pieces of trash, these leftists, man. They make me sick. They make me sick, man. How do they not make you sick? How do they not make you throw up in your mouth just a little bit? How? Make me sick, man. Anyway, look, let's move on to the final segment of the broadcast, folks. And I'm talking about Facebook. That's right. I want to talk a little bit about Facebook, folks, because do you remember that Facebook talked about going and filtering out fake news, and they're going to have these kind of supra-authority entities to decipher what is fake news and what isn't fake news. One of those folks, of course, was Snopes, which has come under major scrutiny given the fact that one of the founders has used about $900,000, maybe close to $1 million in buying prostitutes, and not to mention marrying his favorite prostitute and giving her a position at Snopes. Okay? These are the people that are going to be filtering out fake news. Well, now it comes to light that David Brock's Media Matters is working with Facebook to filter out quote-unquote fake news. Oh, I mean, we can never get rid of this guy, David Brock, can we, huh? And you want to know why we can't get rid of David Brock? Because he is getting millions from a variety of different people, including George Soros. And, he's getting paid for a reason. He is a political mercenary that he used to be a conservative back in the 90s, folks. Believe it or not, he used to do this kind of stuff for the Republican Party. He switched sides and went to the dark side, to the Democrats, for the money. And he's getting paid big, big money. And as a result, we can't get rid of this guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can't get rid of this guy because he has money to throw. I mean, he's got money to gain credibility. I mean, that's why he's now been, chosen by Facebook to be a goddamn filter to supposed fake news. So that right there is reassuring to all you folks on Facebook now, isn't it? That's why I'm saying, folks, just get rid of your Facebook, man. I mean, seriously, this guy has already said he owns your likeness. He owns your pictures. He owns your blogs, your personal moments. He owns all that crap. I mean, why are you still on there?
Oh, well, I like to keep track of my family. That's why I'm on Facebook. I like to keep in contact with them.
No, you don't. No, you don't. And if you do, you're an idiot. You want to know why? Because you know what Facebook is now? It's a means for everybody to outshine each other through imagery. That's all it is. I mean, I see it time and time again at a bar, at a restaurant. You got these stupid dumbasses that are out here taking pictures of themselves, taking pictures of their food, taking pictures of their new clothes, taking pictures of themselves in freaking mirrors, taking a picture of themselves in the crapper, and posting this crap on goddamn Facebook, expecting some level of reaction from the morons that are following them. I'm sick of this crap. No one cares about your food. No one cares about your stupid intimate moments, man. I'm tired of Facebook. Listen, I'm tired. And let me tell you something. There's so many people on Facebook, that it's starting to become a problem, the Facebook Live situation. Have you been hearing about these live streams that are just, showing nothing but tragedy and crime and murder and in a recent instance, rape? I mean, a 3-hour rape was allowed to be broadcasted on Facebook Live. Some wild Jehudis, allegedly, were, Facebook Living the gang raping of somebody in Sweden. Now we got suicides now. You couldn't get any more attention whoring than that. You know that? You couldn't get any more attention whoring than suiciding yourself on Facebook. I mean, why don't you just kill yourself on your own and leave a suicide note like everybody else? Stop attention whoring even till the end, please. Stop. Just stop.
Oh, I'm going to kill myself. Oh, my God, look.
And they announce it on Facebook. This is it. It's over for me. I can't take it. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be on Facebook Live just so that you all can see it. I mean, Jesus Christ. Seriously, man, kill yourself on your own. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares if you hang yourself. All right? Nobody cares if you shoot yourself. Just go away. I mean, man, how much more of an attention whore society have we become when we're broadcasting our own suicides? Because even in death, we want somebody to give a crap, I mean, if you're going to kill yourself, then why do you even want somebody to give a crap? I mean, you're killing yourself because nobody cares about you. All right, so why don't you just go and kill yourself? Anyway, look, the point is that I find it ironic that Facebook allows these videos to be aired for countless amounts of time. And meanwhile, if you happen to be any pro-Trump, any kind of right-wing, anything of that nature, and you pose something that can be deemed offensive on that liberal, disgusting social media platform, they will be more than happy to ban you. They will be more than happy to ban you. So, but Facebook has no problem, keeping those suicide Facebook Live videos up. Has no problem keeping up those gang rape videos up. Have no problem. I'm serious. They have no problem with this crap. So, listen, as far as I'm concerned, I am sick of this new social media craze that's being started by this. What started it? Snapchat. All right? I blame Snapchat. I mean, this instantaneous, hey, guys, I'm here. I'm at the club. Look at the club, guys. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, what? Oh, no, I'm not doing that. Oh, you want me to get freaky? Oh, here I am. Oh, and they're just a freaking walking sideshow. I mean, Jesus Christ, with the amount of detention whores in this goddamn world. I mean, it is sad. I mean, look, you know what? If I continue going on, I may go off keister. I may just flip out. But enough of the attention whoring, okay? Nobody cares about you, you stupid, ungrateful idiot, all right? Just because somebody gives you, hey, a thumbs up, doesn't mean they care about you. Just because they give you, you go, girl, doesn't mean they care about you. I'm serious. Stop. Please stop with these attention whore tactics. I mean, unless you are, I don't know, unless you're known for something, unless you're a badass something or other, and people want to see you. When you got people begging, like, hey, I want to see you. I'll see you on Snapchat. I want to see you on Instagram. I want to see you. If you have that, well, then that's one thing. But if you're an idiot that's making no money, you're just trying to feed your own ego, you're just trying to take pictures and make believe that you got a life that you wish you had, shut up and just get the hell off of social media, you stupid, ungrateful, attention whore scumbag. Anyway, look, I'm done, for Christ's sake. Let's just move on with the broadcast, all right? Let's get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about radio graffiti. That's right, folks. Radio graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you got to do is give me a call right now at 563-999-3791. And when I call out your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this radio graffiti. And before I move on, I want to remind everybody that tomorrow we are going to put on sale the Valentine's Day cards, TCR Valentine's Day cards, baby, all right? So if you happen to be a little lonely and you want a Valentine's Day card, we're going to go send you one. All right, there's going to be several to choose from. You choose your own. It's going to be your favorite characters. Whether it's going to be me, Mrs. Ghost. Your favorite characters, you go ahead and choose them. It's going to be a fairly decent price. And, of course, you know as well as I, you're supporting the broadcast if you buy one, all right? It's no big deal. But if you can, I appreciate it. If you appreciate the show 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, throw some tip money by buying a goddamn Valentine's Day card or two, all right? Anyway, with that being said, they're going to be put on tomorrow, okay? They're going to be put on sale tomorrow, and be on the lookout for that at ghost.market. With that being said, engineer, do we have any radio graffiti calls to be had? All right, well, hey, let's go ahead and get to some radio graffiti calls right now. All right, let's go ahead and get to some radio graffiti calls. How about 971 Radio Graffiti? What's going on?
Hello, Ghost.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Yeah, I kind of have an announcement to make. I don't know if it's live on the broadcast.
Oh, you got an announcement to make? Try to speak up a little bit. We can't hear you. What's going on? What's the announcement?
Calling the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA simply a compact SUV is like describing a cathedral as just 4 walls and a ceiling. The GLA is both a beautiful work of design and one of the most functional SUVs in its class, and it's available at an exceptional price. Why drive any compact SUV when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLA? Visit MBUSA.com/GLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. Calling the beautifully redesigned 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA simply a 4-door coupe is like describing a world-class athlete as just a good runner. With its sleek profile and powerful turbocharged engine, the CLA offers agility and design that are unmatched in its class, and it's available now at an exceptional price. Why drive any 4-door coupe when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA? Visit MBUSA.com/CLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Yeah, so do you know Melly from the Inner Circle?
Yes, I know Melly from the Inner Circle, of course.
Yeah, so ever since I got into the Inner Circle, met up with Melly, Amy, And I'm gonna go to Thailand in the next coming week.
You're gonna do what?
I'm gonna be going to Thailand so I can get transgender surgery.
Wait a minute. You're going to go to Thailand to get the surgery? You're talking about reassignment surgery, like cutting wee-wee off? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I'm really sorry. I mean, it's just really fascinating to hear stories from Melly and...
Wait a minute. Whoa. Are you serious? Is this a joke? Are you serious?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of really interested in seeing what it means. Because from what I've heard from their stories about them going to bathrooms, giving head to other guys and doing all that shit, sounds really exciting. And I'm not joking. I'm really planning on going to Thailand and getting a reassignation surgery for my genitals to be vagina and having titties or nipple. I don't know how to say it in English.
Let me explain for people that are not understanding what's going on. You are a part of the inner circle. You're from the Middle East. This is shock. I mean, are you serious? I mean, you're going to go to Thailand, get wee cut off, and it's because you like what I don't even know what to say. You like the glory holes? I mean, you think it's a fun deal?
I mean, from what I've heard, it sounds really fun, drinking alcohol, going to parties, and they've been saying about cosplaying or something like that, dressing up as other people. I really think this is really nice.
No, get him off here. No, we're corrupting a Middle Eastern guy. We're corrupting people in the Middle East. This guy is from the United Arab Emirates. No! Oh, my God, no! Oh! I mean, look at what we're doing over there. Give me the mic. I mean, look, for you folks that don't know, I don't know I was going to call him a man. I mean, now that he's going to get his wee cut off, I guess, what do I call him, a missus? I don't know. But this young man, he's from the Middle East, folks. And I guess he has been inspired by American culture that he thinks servicing glory holes and having a panocha is something great. I mean, what is this, a fruity Jehudi? A fruity goddamn Jehudi? What the hell's going on? Good God! Good God! Oh, my God. I can't believe it. Give me the mic. I can't believe it, man. No. Listen, I know who you are. We'll talk later, all right? The guy that just called up, we'll talk later. Just put the scissors down. Put the scissors down. Don't cut the prick off yet. Just put the scissors down, all right? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Oh, my God, man. What the hell? Fruity goddamn Jehudi. What the hell is this crap? I don't even know how to react after that. Oh, my God. I mean, what... 443 Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ.
Ghost Outsell Ghost by Super Smash. One day, everybody wanted Ghost's wife autograph, but he said no.
Need Ghost Wife's autograph. Look, I mean, do you all really want my wife's autograph, man? I mean, look, I've said this time and time again. I don't like the idea of you sick, twisted perverts having my wife's autograph. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like that idea.
Then everybody would not shut up, and Ghost granted their wishes. Ghost was winning on the cells.
Woo!
But everybody got up to 420 autographs.
Wait a minute. What the hell's going on here? I'm looking at the sales of Mrs. Ghost's autograph. 420 already? 420? Oh, freaking pony merch. Is that what that means? Does that mean I gotta sell freaking pony merch? Goddamn brony!
So Ghost was forced to sell pony merch.
Look at these bronies! Look at them! Look! I mean, pony merch! Are you? God damn it!
So everybody bought the pony merch and lived happy ever after. The end.
What the hell kind of stupid story was that, you stupid moron? I mean, you're just stating the obvious. Jesus Christ, 920 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, how you been?
How you doing, man?
Just want to say I love your show. Keep it up.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for calling in, man. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
My name is Cleveland Brown, and I am proud.
Oh, no, here we go again with this garbage. How about, Jesus Christ, how about 831 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost. So, yeah, about the whole Richard Spencer thing, I'm kind of with you there. I think he's hiding something in his closet. It seems like a lot of these white nationalist people are. I mean, have you heard about Andrew Anglin? Andrew Anglin, he's been, exposed to have a past to homosexuality. He's the owner of the Daily Stormer. So, yeah, I'm right with you there.
No, man, I didn't hear about that. Is that legit? I mean, seriously, some white supremacist, white nationalist outed as, taking it up the pooper?
Yeah, you can look it up. It's Andrew Anglin, and he's also known for the guy who defiles the Ben Garrison cartoons and kind of makes them all, anti-Semitic and stuff. Bet you can look this up.
Oh, well, thank you very much for the 411 on that. What is it? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? I mean, the alt-right is crumbling in fruit boldness. Why is this happening? I mean, maybe they shouldn't have been anti-gay. I mean, what I've found is people that are the most anti-gay are the fruitiest of fruits. I mean, those that are so anti-gay that they get angry, I honestly believe that they're the ones that are be first in line to bend over, taking all comers, literally. I mean, I'm not even joking around, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Yeah, great. You freaking Helen Keller deaf mute, you stupid moron. Who else do we have here? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, I come in peace. Let me explain these Cleveland calls. First and foremost, I am not doing them. This is the Teutonic Plague. I'm not doing those Cleveland calls. But a group of trolls and I are investigating them, and we have two leads. We think it's either Masked Pony or Celtic Brony. I'd like you all to entertain a third option. Maybe it's Goofy Bone. Just know that I'm not doing them.
Oh, Jesus. Get this guy out. Are you kidding me? Is this what you're resorting to, Teutonic? Is this what you're resorting? Jesus, what a disappointment. Oh, God. Oh, God. I mean, this is what you're resorting to? I mean, seriously, man. I mean, you know what, Teutonic? I almost had a little bit of compassion for you there. All right? I almost had a little bit of compassion for you, and now that went out the window after that stupid call. That went out the window, for Christ's sake. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. You know what? Just hang up everybody that's an anonymous right now, engineer. You got me? Hang them all up. them all the hell up. Good God, man. I mean, what desperation. I mean, what the hell? What the actual hell? Anyway, 609, Radio Graffiti.
Dormy Sweet, Radio Graffiti. I love my Toho body pillow. That gets me hard. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, that's it. Clown piece.
What the hell was that, you sick freak? Jesus Christ! Can you shove that body pillow crap up your ass, man? That was sick. How and why do you idiots consistently and continuously make these sick-ass, twisted, goddamn freaking splices, man? Oh, my God. Good God. Ah, Jesus Christ. Give me the... I mean, Jesus Christ, man. It's already a bathhouse Thursday. It already is. It's already a goddamn bathhouse Thursday. It's sad. You know, it's a bathhouse Thursday, all right? Jesus Christ. Who else do we have here? How about 973 Radio Graffiti? No, don't bring that crap back, please. That was the stupidest meme of all time. I mean, anybody who contributed to the Rick Roll scenario, I'm telling you, you deserve a boot in your hole. Jesus Christ, man. I'm serious. Anybody who contributed to the Rick Roll, I'm serious. You should be rolled in real life. You should be freaking rolled. 405 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, it's Big Smoke. I got a bone to pick with your bitch ass, man. Hey, what's up with you coming over here on the net saying you can't be holding no large number 9s and this, that, and the other? What's good, baby? I know where you be, motherfucker, and I'm coming to smack and roll your ass up, baby.
Oh, yeah. This is the Big Smoke. Is that it? This is the Big Smoke with the... Here, why don't you tell everybody and remind everybody that don't know. The number 9, Lord. The number 9.
Yeah, I got you right now, baby. I wanted large number 9. A number 9 large. A number 6 with extra dip. A number
you know
7.
what? Get this idiot. Get him out of here, for Christ's sake. Freaking Big Smoke. Big Smoke on these nuts. Jesus, got Big Smoke calling me now. I got Big Smoke calling me now. Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Yeah, great. Another Helen Keller deaf mute, for heaven's sake. How about another Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
This is True Friendless Radio. True Friendless Radio. The loneliest man on Blog Talk. Give him your friendship or give him depression. Broadcasting from an abandoned home in downtown San Antonio, Texas. And now he'll take it from here. Your host, the man who has resorted to buying people's friendship online. The sad sack of a human they call Ghost.
You son of a bitch. I don't buy friends, asshole. I don't buy friends. I don't buy friends. Shut up. Why don't you just shut up? You goddamn bastards, you idiots. You're just jelly. You're just jelly. All right? That you're not a part of the inner circle. Do you understand that? The inner circle are my friends, they're my family, and you're just jelly. You're just freaking jelly, boy. Jesus Christ. Give it a mic. You're just jelly, man. Why you jelly? Huh? Why you jelly, baby? I remember when all you sacks of crap were sitting here making fun of me when I was talking about the inner circle, when I was gathering around trying to recruit for the inner circle. You all thought it was such a big freaking game. You thought it was so cute. You thought it was so funny. Well, look at everybody now. Now everybody wants to join the inner circle, huh? Yeah. Now everybody wants to be a part of the inner circle because they know that one day, you people out there that were out there talking garbage to me, that were making fun of me, that were besmirching my show, that were besmirching the inner circle, you're going to be on your knees cleaning capitalist shoes, boy. You're going to be shining capitalist shoes. So spit shine that shoe, boy. Spit shine that goddamn shoe, boy. You son of a bitch. Spit shine that shoe. Spit shine that capitalist shoe. You sack of crap. Jesus Christ, man. 831 Radio Graffiti.
Oh, hey, I think you just called on me, man. I was talking about the Richard Spencer thing. You go up and pass it along.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey, well, push 1 so your hand doesn't come down. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Helen Keller deaf mutes on the next Geraldo, for heaven's sake. 352 Radio Graffiti.
And all you assholes that say that I'm a knicker train, hey, it's the truth. Knicker, 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 knicker. Woo! Woo! Knicker, 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 knicker. Woo! Woo! Knicker, 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 knicker. Woo! Woo! Knicker, 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 knicker. Woo! Woo!
What the hell kind of crap is that? What the hell is that? You racist son of a bitch! Stop doing that crap, man. You're going to get me yanked off the air. You're going to get me yanked off. You're going to get me pulled off the air with that racist crap, man. Stop it. Just stop. Seriously, just stop, man. What the hell kind of freaking splice was that anyway, for Christ's sake, man? Jesus Christ. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. What the hell kind of a splice was that, for Christ's sake, man? That what is that, a racist choo-choo train? Huh? Is that a racist train there? Huh? Running exclusively from Baltimore to Detroit or something? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, let me move on here because, I mean, I don't know what the hell is this. I don't know what the hell's going on here. 435 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, this is McCree. I was wondering if you're going to be selling Overwatch merch. It's high noon.
No. Stop asking me about this sick, twisted crap. No. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
He will not divide us. He will not divide us. Come on, Ghostler, say it with me. He will not divide us. 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 He.
Get this goddamn African booty scratch. Damn you! You goddamn African booty scratcher! I freaking hate that guy! I freaking hate that African booty scratcher bastard! You know, that bastard is starting to get on my effing nerves. I'll tell you that right damn now. Every day, every goddamn day, that son of a bitch calls in, and I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it. Jesus Christ, give me the mic. Give me the mic. goddamn African booty scratcher, man, every day, every goddamn day. Jesus Christ, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
A peg leg with Legos, does that technically mean it's a Pego? I mean, does that technically mean it's a Pego? If it's a, you know what, who cares? Give me the mic.
You know what? Screw you, bastard. Son of a bitch. What are you talking about? Like I'm some kind of a bad joke teller? Is that what you're trying to infer there with that damn splice? Huh? That I would go in front of a crowd and wouldn't make them laugh, for Christ's sake? Are you kidding me? If I was on a stage, I would be the best comedian that ever existed in comedy today. Do you understand me? I'm not joking around. I'm not joking around. I'd be knocking them dead, for Christ's sake. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. I'm not joking around. I'd be the funniest comedian that ever existed in the comedic world. Why am I not doing it? Because I like money. That's why. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
And all you assholes that say that I'm a piss train, hey, it's the truth.
Hey, engineer.
Give me another penis wine. Wing? Yeah.
What the hell is up with these stupid train splices? What the hell is that now? What the hell? You know, you guys are getting sick today. I'm telling you, this is a weird bathhouse Thursday. I'll tell you that right now. This is a weird bathhouse Thursday, to say the goddamn least. Good God. Anonymous Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
You get priority. All you gotta do is just give me, and you can say whatever you want. I can't really, do anything about it, or something, because this really sucks. This really. You know what? I mean, these are getting so bad. I'm almost tempted, to be honest with you. I'm almost tempted to put something on Ghost Market on premium radio graffiti. All right. So we can just get to the people that actually want to do this, and if you want to be on radio graffiti that day, a bucker or $2, you know what I mean? And you get priority. All you gotta do is just give me, and you can say whatever you want. I can't really, do anything about it, or something, because this really sucks. This really.
Hey! Oy vey! They know. Shut it down. Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
State of Florida, and that's us too. Disclose our sexual crimes to you. We were bad, but now we're good. We're moving into your neighborhood. You know we're trying our best to be functioning members of society. We're not here to start no trouble. We're doing your fight to the second ever show.
I'm Larry Arthauer, and I'll refrain from touching my neighbor's kids again. What I did was not too kind, but I'm a nice guy, you'll come to find. I've got a backyard and a real nice pool. Y'all should come over for a barbecue. We can make some cold drinks in my blender, but do keep in mind that I'm a sex offender.
Vernon Douglas is my name. My battery arrest is what brought me fame. But there's much more to know about me. I love to dance and I love to ski. I dip and zoom on through the snow. Just strap on my boots and watch me go. But I can't ski until December. Till then I'm just a sex offender.
I'm Charles Dolner.
Wait a minute. Is this a real song? Did somebody really make this, or was this a court-appointed rap? What the hell did I just listen to there? What the hell did I just listen to?
Calling the beautifully redesigned 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA simply a four-door coupe is like describing a world-class athlete as just a good runner. With its sleek profile and powerful turbocharged engine, the CLA offers agility and design that are unmatched in its class, and it's available now at an exceptional price. Why drive any four-door coupe when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA? Visit MBUSA.com/CLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. Calling the beautifully redesigned 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA simply a four-door coupe is like describing a world-class athlete as just a good runner. With its sleek profile and powerful turbocharged engine, the CLA offers agility and design that are unmatched in its class, and it's available now at an exceptional price. Why drive any four-door coupe when you could be driving the 2017 Mercedes-Benz CLA? Visit MBUSA.com/CLA to learn more. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Good God. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Eat my life, Charlie. There's a freaking chopper. Oh my God, my legs. I'm a crippled. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know what the hell to do here. Oh, my.
Man, you listen to me. That splice is not effing funny, all right? And I've told you once, and I've told you 1,000 times, don't talk about Vietnam. Don't talk about it. Jesus Christ, man. 559 Radio Graffiti.
I love your smile. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
All right, great. This isn't karaoke time there, Fruit Bowl, all right? You're not winning brownie points with any of the schlong heads listening, all right? So stop leprechauning your ass. How about 405 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, you don't hang up on me, bitch. I hang up on you. You understand?
What the hell? Oh, is this Big Smoke?
Hey, this Big Smoke, baby. And first of all, I got a joke for you. You doing fucking stand-up comedy, that's the fucking joke, you feel me? I'm telling you right now. Yeah.
What are you doing? It sounds like you're having trouble breathing there. You are kind of fat,
yeah,
right, Big Smoke? I mean, that's why you like a number 9 large, an extra chip dip, whatever the hell. How do you say it?
Yeah, you already know what it is.
Yeah, take the phone out of your fat ass, all right? Jesus Christ, all right? You're not selling bean pies here, there, boy. How about 647 Radio Graffiti? Now, here we go again. Helen Keller Death Mutes in the house here. How about 239 Radio Graffiti?
Oh, hidey-ho there, Ghost. It's Mickey Mouse. Hey, we finally added Donald Trump to the Hall of Presidents, and it became a water ride where you have to pass under a waterfall coming out from Donald Trump's junk, just like the real thing. Woo-hoo!
Stupid idiot, dumbass. Now we got Mickey Mouse calling up, doing freaking Radio Graffiti calls, for Christ's sake. Now, you're just mad that, Minnie is being banged by Goofy, all right? And not, give her a bone! Not that asshole, all right? 813 Radio Graffiti. Well, that's a decent penis, to say the least, Who else do we have here? How about Anonymous? Radio Graffiti.
That me?
That's you. That's you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you know what? Shut up, you stupid fruit bowl. You're wasting my time just like you wasted your mother's life, all right? How about 862 Radio Graffiti?
5 number 9 and a number 9 lot, a number 6 with extra dip, and a number 45 with cheese.
All right, you know what? I'm getting tired of these stupid dumbass calls. I'll tell you that right goddamn now. Who else do we have here? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Benito Gostini. What's going on between me and Donald Trump is personal, all right?
action there, boy. I don't know what's going on. Maybe you're the culprit behind all. And at the Cleveland show, I'm a fruit bowl. I am a fruity-ass black man that everybody's jocking. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Will not divide us. He 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 will not divide us.
Hey, no, hey, Mexican booty scratcher or African booty scratcher. Jesus Christ, I'm thinking of Neto over here. He's the Mexican booty scratcher. African booty scratcher, leave me alone, all right? Leave me alone. Seriously, I freaking hate you, all right? Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
My name is Cleveland.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Huh? It's starting to come clear now, is it? Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Those Cleveland caller assholes are preventing both serious and troll callers from calling into your show, Ghost. I'm lucky these Cleveland callers haven't got this spot, so I made this diss track just for them. You have no idea how bad this is, and if this doesn't stop, hell's gonna break loose.
I know you're trying to get better, but you ain't pushed that far. Ghost throws you inward chippers like the failed you are. We got Insta Slices in remix. You got Obama phones to pizza. I'm not saying Cleveland's fucked up. I'm talking to 661. Yes, this track's missing them too. Stop listening and put down your food. And to the Cleveland callers, yes, I'm still talking to you too. I wouldn't be surprised if the real Cleveland Brown is tired of you fools. He'd say, my name is Cleveland Brown. Stop using my fucking tooth. We know you're trying to cause trouble like Celtic Brony in the past. If this doesn't stop right now, we all go downhill fast. And for the failed trolls that don't care or don't mind at all, the idiots worse than Mass Pony, that ones that want us to fall. At least Trump's your leader. Your 8-year break is on. Boy, doesn't that just hurt? Now get up and get back to work. Unless you like Boogie the Clown. Wait a minute, that don't sound right. That clown is Scarlet Moon. He'll purely steal my sprite. Meanwhile, on 4chan full, they're staring with some bull. Cleveland is calling us out, making the lines all full. I'll say that he's to blame. These faggots playing my game. They trying to ruin our day. They cheat like Tom Brady. This ain't the Cleveland show. This is the fucking show. I don't care if it's Teutonic Leg or fucking 661. I'm gonna finish this up before you steal shit like before. The last thing we need is you assholes starting troll war 4. Enough.
My man, whoa, oh, somebody laying down them bars to whoever the hell is doing the Cleveland show. So dumbass splices, for Christ's sake. Oy vey, shut it down, for Christ's sake. Good God. This man, we gotta end it at that. I mean, this guy, whoever the hell that was, turned it from a fruit bowl Thursday, a bathhouse Thursday to a lay the smacketh down Thursday. I'm telling you, that was some pretty good bars right there, to say the least. Anyway, thank you, folks, for very much for tuning in with me. You better tune in to me tomorrow for Baller Friday. You better be here tomorrow, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow, Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. You better tune in with me tomorrow for Baller Friday. You understand that? Because it's the first Baller Friday of the Trump